Harvard just released their latest research, which tells you that eating pizza daily improves your metabolic rate and creates an anabolic reactor inside of you that makes you insanely fucking strong. Come down to your mother's cousin for your daily pizza needs.
Corner that you can use to hop in and out of the pit on. And then there's that piece there. We're going to need to move all you guys because we need to go and close the pit.
rocking in your seat. I know you want to cry all night.
Let me show you right now before you give it up.
I was reading this book last night by this semi-famous author, Shakespeare. Heard of him? And this real interesting quote in it. He said, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. But those that are truly great are self-raised.
Alrighty guys, we're here for Grapple Mania 19. We're at Self-Raise and we're going to be breaking down matches 1 through 5. To start the card off, we've got Kareem versus Zacharia Badu. Kareem trained with him at Garage Bondi. A little bit of an uncoordinated man, but he's tall and he comes ready every single match. Zacharia training out of Kumite with Arya and Joshua. I know he's going to be a tough man. He's going to come and bring it. Next match, we've got Emanuel Garcia versus Alexander Nair. Emanuel, I've trained with him at Garage as well. He's actually got a pretty hard guard to pass, I think, for most people. And I think that people are going to struggle to see if they can get past his guard. Alexander, he's training out of Born Ready, and I know he's born ready for this moment on Grapple Mania tonight. And then moving on to the next, we've got Dimos. We've got some young kids. We've got Dimos versus Joel Hart. Dimos trained out of Grappling Education. Both these guys have more combined athleticism than I'm ever going to have in my entire life. These kids are absolute athletic machines. Moving on to match 4.
We have Alejandro Mino versus James McAvoy. Alejandro Mino has been on Mini Mania and Grapple Mania, okay, one of the only competitors on the card that has been on both. Okay, he's a young bull, he's a beast, versus James McAvoy. He's coming from Canberra, so he's going to see if he can take out this young gun. After that, we have Omar versus Laith, okay? Omar has an MMA style, and Laith is coming all the way from South Australia, so he's going to see if he can make that big trip to take out this tough gun.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from sold-out Grappling Education Arena in beautiful Rockdale, Australia for Grapple Mania 19. Tonight we have 19 matches. All matches will be under the ADHD rule set. And when the action begins, our referee in charge will be Asian Street Jesus himself, Winston Hong. Introducing first, a white belt. He stands at 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 95 kilos. Fighting out of Garage Grappling by way of the banks of the Nile River in Egypt. He tapped the purple belt 2 times. The friendly giraffe, Kareem Karas. Let's go, And his opponent, a blue belt wrestler. He stands at 6 feet tall, weighing in at 88 kilos, fighting out of Kumite Jiu-Jitsu by way of Lidcombe. He's a multiple-time gold medalist at local comps, Zacharia Badu.
Guys, welcome to Saturday night's Grapple Mania. I'm Sebastian Haddad, joined here by Dennis Ling and my good lad, Frederick Daniel. First match going underway. We've got a white belt and a blue belt.
We are so glad to have you back, Sebastian.
All right, Kareem's playing a supine guy. Now, something very interesting about Mr. Kareem over here, the Egyptian. He's very flexible and he's 6'4", which is a weird combination. Yes. Freddie, how would you pass that guy?
I would run directly to his head. Kareem, whilst flexible, a little bit uncoordinated at times. That comes with the height. But nevertheless, he's trying his best.
All right, one thing that has to happen here is I feel like that if he's retaining like this, he's going to get tired with his back on the mat.
Yeah, needs to get some grips going. Nice double cruchy to get to a shin to shin.
He needs to commit to it though.
So Kareem has
scoops
been
the
claiming
leg.
that he's going to take your title of the Prince of Egypt, Seb.
Unlikely.
Looking for a
nice,
triangle, possibly, but
under
his
over.
opponent's an under-over. Cross grip pass
Kareem
now.
does love a
Unlucky
good
for Kareem.
triangle, though, so if Zack doesn't pin that bottom leg,
He's doing a good
there
job
is
with
a
this-
danger of this triangle
clamp.
entry there.
Unlucky with that. Kareem's playing a super unguarded, so it can't be forwardly engaging. He needs to make some engagements, considering that on those first 2 exchanges, it was not looking very good.
Nice, Kareem trying to attach. Oh no, don't do that.
Right, get the feet inside, Kareem.
Just,
Now Zacharia is doing a great job of spinning around and staying locked in.
Oh, he's attaching, pulls to an outside ash, it looks like. Needs to get an Achilles grip. He
He needs that
does.
figure 4 grip.
He's going
He
to
needs to
send
drop
it.
to his shoulder and send it.
His opponent needs to start getting weight back into his leg here. Let's see if he does it.
His opponent is doing a poor job, not a great job defending, but Kareem is not doing the best job himself.
Kareem come on top
Kareem
here.
come on top.
Oh, he
All
sits back down.
That is telling me that Kareem does not want to come on top and pass. He wants to get out underneath the legs, or he wants to get to a triangle. Nothing else.
I feel like he's called the friendly giraffe for a reason. I don't think giraffes have great grip strength.
Now, I'll tell you
They
right
have
now,
neck length.
by the width of Zacharia's back, if he's a giraffe, he's up against a rhinoceros in this place. I feel like the intensity's already gone down. This is what happens in these white belt, blue belt matches. They get
Starts
tired.
hot. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Kareem's now making use of the 2-on-1 on the wrist, which looks like he's being able to attach himself better to Zack. Trying to go for the 1-on-1 didn't really help him with engagement.
His opponent's doing a good job of getting outside the line of his
Is he going to
legs.
get past you guys? Whoa,
Nah,
look at that
nah.
ability.
This clamp.
If he can get that knee out. This is like Elijah Carlton business here.
Zack's doing a really good job of framing in that hip. So now he
That
kind of
camping.
needs to step over that inside knee.
Bearing here.
Oh, is there a
Armbar.
Juji?
He's going to pull out.
Oh,
Reverse
the
close guard.
inverted
Man, this guy's
triangle.
crazy.
Man,
I honestly rate the ability of Zacharia to just continue pressure forward.
Yeah.
He's not really pulling away.
I like to
most
see him
people.
switch sides a little bit, though. He's sort of hammering away at one side. If he switches with a thigh drag, he'll get a good angle on a pass.
All right, let's see what happens now. This is probably the 5th exchange of the match. I have no idea of the time, but it's cooking. How is it possible? There's 5 minutes left of this match. That is a long time.
Yeah. A lot of action happening.
If I had done that much action in the first 3 minutes, I would be cooked. But these guys are just marching forward. Kareem's
Just
doing a lot of
goes to
sit-ups.
show who is the real Prince of Egypt.
No,
The one who can last
you
for
know what?
longer
Kareem
than
has
3
the
minutes.
chance to become the #1 Egyptian in the world right now.
The #1 Egyptian. There can only be one pharaoh in the Valley of the Kings.
Yes,
Tel
but
Aviv
this guy's
again.
Tel
Zacharia,
Aviv
I mean,
entry?
he's trying to invade Egypt right now and take the title himself. And I don't
Zack
think
is doing a pretty good job of just
Whoa, hold on,
disengaging,
What?
hit him with that. Oh,
but
dummy
then
halfback.
hitting him with the side-to-side kind of the outside passing coming into the under-over.
It is crazy. It is crazy what's going down here. A couple guys. Oh, whoa. Getting violent, smacking around. Now, the suit. Oh, yeah. See, Zacharia just wants him supine now, and I think Kareem realizes that.
Kareem's never really had any good, meaningful connection. He's sort of looking for these grips, but he never gets his legs in play to have a good, meaningful connection.
He's so
Triangle, triangle,
Oh,
and he's applied his
oh,
bottom leg. He does.
triangle,
He got the
yeah.
triangle for the
Armbar.
rotation.
That
He might
was
finish
what
this one.
His
Kareem
opponent needs to
had
sit
been
to his
going
butt here and
for.
throw his leg over.
Scoop the leg,
Oh,
brother.
looks like he's going to get the finish here.
I think he's finishing this.
I think he's going
scoops.
to angle.
I think that he
He's
finishes
gonna
Oh,
it.
he
does.
gets it.
That's
He got
the
it.
new Prince of Egypt, the white belt, Kareem, finishes the blue belt in a big, big upset. What a crazy match.
Yes.
Let's send it to our great announcer, Bruce Duffer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And the
Egyptian
new
takes the
your
win.
winner,
Seb's loving it.
Prince of
Kareem
Egypt.
Grass.
Holy,
That was a great
what
match.
a good triangle. It was looking horrible for him, honestly. I think that all the fundamentals were thrown out of the
Kareem
front
coming
door.
out in second.
But at the end of the day, he pulled in there.
Congratulations, there's $50.
$50 for Kareem.
So that was pretty impressive. There's a lot of loose passing. Eventually, you had him in outside ashi. Eventually, you got him with the triangle armbar. That was fantastic. But what I really want to hear about is you once tapped the purple belt twice. How did you do that?
I prefer not to speak. He is American. He has shit shot. He nibbles a lot. He can't take it. So, yeah, I'm not going to mention it. Leave it to Elliot.
Yeah, that's true. Americans are generally pretty shit at jiu-jitsu. I've noticed that myself. It's a genetic thing. It's not our fault. Congratulations. Well done.
Kareem with the win.
That is crazy. And that's one of the submissions that have gone out tonight. Remember, guys, we actually have an interesting thing for me, Janice, and Freddie in the commentary booth.
Yeah.
The Govia legal we're going to give $300 to whatever submission we think is the coolest.
Yeah.
So,
Well, so far, Kareem's winning.
Yeah, Kareem is winning, 1 for 1.
1 for 1.
If someone gets honestly,
A win by default is a win
If
nonetheless.
no one else gets a sub tonight, Kareem's taking home $200.
but a triangle from retention, a triangle from guard retention, that's a pretty damn good submission.
Yeah.
So it's going pretty well.
Yeah, it's going pretty well. I agree. Next match coming up, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening. Introducing first, a blue belt guard puller. He stands at 5 foot 9 inches tall, weighing in at 75 kilos. Fighting out of Born Ready by way of Campbelltown, Alex Nair.
I love Grapple Mania, guys.
It's the pivotal event in my life. It's basically the highlight.
Un cinturón azul. Estilo de luchadero es Mexican Ground Karate. Mide 5 pies y de 6 pulgadas de alto. Con un peso de 75 kilogramos. Luchando fuera de Garage Grappling vía Ciudad de México. Presentado el medallista nacional mexicano, Emanuel Garcia.
Guys, who knew that he spoke
That
Spanish?
is the greatest intro I've ever heard in my life.
Now, guys, we have Alex Nair versus Kareem's training partner, who just won the match by triangle.
Oh,
double
massive
outside the
takedown. Straight
Crazy boss double.
into Ima's butterfly guard.
Now, guys, don't forget, this is ADHD rules. And in the ADHD rules set, the first half of the match, just 4 minutes, is not scored. So although that double leg did look good on camera, he doesn't get any points for that.
Interesting.
De La Hiva now.
So we didn't know much about either of these two guys
Well,
before we
I do know
matched
him
them up.
because
Which one do you know?
I used to teach at Garage,
You know
and he
Alex.
is with Emanuel. No, I'm talking about
Emanuel Garcia.
Oh, you know
Emanuel looking for a
Emanuel.
first for it. Yeah, I've trained with Emanuel as well. He has actually a pretty hard guard to pass.
He
I think
They
does.
call him Eddie Guerrero.
He has a good jiu-jitsu, a very nice guard,
Yeah.
very nice passing style.
And he was always interested in
Nice
converting on the
reverse
inside.
Laith
Alex
inversion. He
was a
skips into the
wild
far
card.
leg here. 50-50. He's going to pass the outside Ashi. Dig the heel.
Oh,
This
he's
could be
done the
over.
heel.
Finish that?
Turn your...
Thing is, it's very hard to finish the heel hook there with the opponent
Oh,
on his feet.
inside Ashi though. His legs tucked
Oh,
to the
this is a good
inside
spot.
here.
Alex
gonna-
is pretty unfazed.
this
He
is gonna
really
be
needs to
over, man.
clear
This
the
is gonna be
second
over.
He
leg.
needs to switch to
Oh
reverse
my
figure four. He
days.
needs to switch. If he doesn't switch his grip, it's going to be
Alex is
quite
just
hard to
eating
finish.
it.
Oh, and he finishes
Gets
it.
the tap.
Ima gets the
Outside
tap.
heel hook. What a G. Gets it done real quick. He got thrown around at the beginning of the match, but it didn't matter. He looked deep. He went through his dark luchador side, and he finished it with the outside heel hook and just cranked it. He could have switched his grip, but he said, you know what, I'm sticking with what I've got, and sent it to Valhalla. Or should I say Mexico City?
Yeah, great
El
finish.
campeón
The
Emanuel
moment he got
Garcia.
inside Ashi, I thought it was going to be over.
I can.
Emanuel, congratulations. That was fantastic. Fantastic job. How's my Spanish? Bueno. Muchas gracias. So you had him in backside 50-50. You sort of like squeezed out of that. I think you finished him with a heel hook from outside Ashi. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I felt like my pressure with inside Ashi wasn't working well, so I tried to switch to outside Ashi to get my hips going and get a good finish, good pressure.
Excellent stuff. And you were a medalist in Mexico in the nationals.
Yeah, I screwed up and I didn't win, but yeah.
Is it a lot easier fighting these Australians?
No, way harder.
We had 3.
Like, the little here has been hard to adapt, but thank you to Mark, to Robert, to all the people in the rush. They have helped me a lot with improving every day and just being comfortable, like, training to get there and missing me.
Muchas gracias. Well done, man.
¡A México!
That was an amazing win by Emanuel. We've both been separate trained with Emanuel. He has a pretty strong guard. We're talking about it. He got straight to it. Reverse De La Hiva inversion to the far leg. Got the outside heel hook, Seb.
Guys, that is so much energy for 2 matches. Honestly, I'm already tired. I'm ready to go home.
So
Now,
out of
sunglasses.
the first 2 submissions, who do you think would take home the submission bonus for
Guys,
tonight?
it's hard to say such a thing at this point when there's going to be so many more submissions that are going to overshine and overdo everything that we've seen. Every match at Grapple Mania gets crazier. And guys,
I
remember,
don't like the pressure.
you can give super tips. Remember, there is a super tip link. You can always drop a link if you want to see someone make more money from Grapple Mania than we can. Because remember, it's a bounty system. They make more money each time. If they're on a $50 bounty and you want to give them a bit of extra motivation, pump them up. Go on the super chat. Go on there. Give them a super tip even. Give them some good money on PayPal. Of course, PayPal is going to take some of that money. And it's fine, but just, chuck an extra few dollars on there, give it to Elon Musk, and the rest of it is going to go to the winner of the match. So
that's it. Support
it's
also,
looking good.
if you want us to read your comments, so right now the comment section goes off. If you want us to read your comments, you have to give us a tip. If you want us to read your comments as a priority, send us a super tip. We need money. Broke athletes need money. And basically what athletes are, pro athletes are just unemployed people. So please send us some money. We will read your stuff out live. I'll tell the world that your ex is ugly and smells bad.
Janice will do that, and also Freddie will take off his shirt if you tip us. I would say $25. Freddie will do the rest of the show shirtless. Don't believe me? I did it once. Someone tipped us some serious money. I said, you know what? Shirt came off.
I don't think we even had the tip system at that time.
Yeah.
Maybe we didn't. But remember, I was sweating. I took my shirt off, and Janice, the woman, was sitting next to me, and she was getting my sweat all night, all thanks to that one tip. So if you want me and Janice to both feel Freddie's heat, drop a tip in the
oh my
comment
days, there's going to have to be a lot of money there.
Yep, $15.
$15.
So guys, who are the matches that you're looking forward to the most tonight?
Man, for me,
out of all these amazing
I have to say,
athletes,
SK, and I'm looking forward to Mo's brother, Abdullah.
I am actually. I was looking forward to SK versus Nicola.
Abdullah, he used to wrestle. He used to wrestle, and
but
he
then
quit.
I realized I was just looking forward to the SWA athletes.
Yeah, all the SWA
which sounds
athletes.
biased.
There's a lot out here tonight. It's going to be a good show. But yes, Abdullah, wrestler. I've seen him suplex maybe 100 men, and I won't be surprised if we get another suplex here tonight from Abdullah. He's an absolute beast.
Back to the show, lads.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening. Introducing first, a blue belt. He stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 66 kilos. Fighting out of Armour BJJ by way of Adelaide, South Australia. Presenting the founding father of Jiu-Jitsu, Joel Heliopels Hart. And his opponent, a blue belt, all-rounder. He stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 66 kilos. Fighting out of Grappling Education by way of Athens, Greece, Dimos Kakouris.
All right.
So, on the comment section, Income Tax has tipped us $15 to say swap shirts.
All right, we will. Why not?
I don't know who they're referring to.
Now, guys, Dimos is on the mat. He's from Sydney, but he does not have a phone. He doesn't even go to school, and he's like 16.
He doesn't use the internet, and I believe he's going to try and hit a DAS from here.
His opponent is from Adelaide, which is just as far away from the world as Dimos is. This guy does probably have Instagram, though. Now,
Dimos looks for front headlocks from half guard a lot. He has a pretty good DAS that he's been working on.
I think he's making it too obvious, though.
Yeah,
there's no DAS.
I think because it's a really strong move for him. He really wants to take it from this passing position. But if he's kind of too single-minded, he may miss out on a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, like see, he's really
going for it now, but it is actually a very high percentage move for him if he locks it up.
Oh my gosh! If he gets this,
he's just got to stuff Joel's head in.
That's the power of someone who has no social media.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be over. It's locked up very high.
Let's see.
If Joel holds on to this half guard here, he's going to be in trouble as well. So the best thing is for him to let go of the half guard and start flattening out, going belly down, going belly up.
Is he going to finish his DAS?
Straightening that arm.
This, though, he's definitely going to get.
He's going to hold on for dear life.
I've never seen someone force it like that.
I should have put money on the fact that Dimos was going to go and try and hit a DAS.
It looks pretty tight, but honestly, his opponent's doing a good job of not really eating it.
His opponent's kind of doing a good job of straightening his neck and flaring Dimos' elbow.
Oh, there's also a bit of space.
He's out now.
I think Dimos needs to now come up with some other options. If he keeps going off that DAS, it's going to be way too obvious.
I think he can still get it, but
I mean, that was a pretty good shot.
From a passing sequence. So Dimos is very agile. He's really good at moving around. I think his ideal spot also would be to get his opponent on the wall, but they're kind of like just stuck on the middle here, holding on to half guard. There's
again,
a DAS set up again.
The DAS again.
If Dimos can force it, I'll be really impressed, but I don't think it's the right tactic right now.
Yeah, like he might get the sub here, but he's being a little bit too one-dimensional.
And he's squeezing. Remember, if you squeeze too hard in a match, it's not the best thing in the world.
He's grimacing.
Oh!
Did he tap? I think he tapped.
It's over. Where's the round of applause?
Oh
he
my
forces
days.
the DAS. This guy
What were you saying,
was
guys? What were you saying?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Alright,
your
you know what? I was
winner
just a
by
hater.
Darce choke, Dimos Kokores.
I did not consider that you could just force the DAS like that. All the way from Adelaide
He wanted
to get
that
DAS
DAS.
by a 16-year-old kid who doesn't have Instagram.
Congratulations, Dimos. There's $50. I know you were trying to finish that Darce choke. You went for it the whole time. Like there was no other submission in the world, and there isn't any other submission. It's the only one worth doing. For a while, you were listening to Kel. He was giving you terrible information, and then finally you heard me say, wait, carry all your weight on his shoulder, and that's when you finished him. Don't listen to Kel in these situations. Listen to me, for God's sake, Dimos. Anyway, I hope you learned your lesson. Congratulations. Anything to say to all your fans in Greece?
No, just coming into this fight, I've been working on dances, passing, and yeah, I'm pretty happy to.
Dimos, well done, guys.
Dimos from Grappling Education gets the win.
Awesome work from Dimos. Now put the camera back on us. Unfortunately, me and Freddie have to swap shirts because we've been tipped $15.
Dude, are we doing it right now?
Yep.
All right, let's
So
do
the
it.
shirts are being
Fuck's
swapped.
sake.
I wonder if they were referring to you and
Actually, I'm gonna
Freddie.
give you.
You gotta give me that shirt.
I'm gonna give you this.
Did anyone notice that the prize money was given in the Chinese red pocket to Lacey? So you really have a multicultural event tonight. I don't even know what to say, guys. I feel like you can also send us money to get them to put the shirts on.
Hey guys, my name is Sodi, black belt and the owner of Grappling Education. We've recently created the beginner program. What is a beginner program? Well, it's a program that's tailored for people that have never done jiu-jitsu before. We've spent months working on it and we've come up with the perfect 6-month program. In this program, you'll learn 13 basic positions of jiu-jitsu. Each position goes for 2 weeks. And at the end of the 2 weeks, you'll be in a position where if you go into one of our advanced classes, you'll need no more knowledge than that. Each week, we post all the techniques that you'll be doing for the week on a handy app with videos as well so that you can review technique for the week. After 3 months, we take a picture of you denoting your first stripe and it goes up on our Polaroid wall. This program's just for no-gi, so your stripe will go on the Polaroid picture and this is how we denote where you are in the program. After 6 months, you'll get your second stripe. Awesome, Matt, that's for you. That's kind of cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening. Introducing first, a blue belt wrestler. He stands at 5 feet, 11 inches tall, weighing in at 77 kilos, fighting out of Gracie, Baja, West Ride, by way of West Ride. He's dislocated his shoulder 11 times, Alejandro Mino.
That's the most biggest pop I've ever heard on Grapple Mania. AJ. He's got 5,000 fans. Looks like a John Cena.
And his opponent, he's a blue belt. He's a degenerate wrist locker. He stands at 5 feet, 11 inches tall, weighing in at 77 kilos, fighting out of Dark Carnival by way of Canberra. He's a Grappling Industries gold medalist, James Pimp Pam Pacino McAvoy.
Now, he doesn't get the same applause as our previous fella. It's looking a bit like a John Cena versus a random fella match, but I wouldn't count out either of these lads.
RJ has a massive following, massive following.
This guy's going to be famous.
Oh,
now, he's already
scooping his leg. That looked great.
Let's hope his opponent doesn't...
Wow,
this is actually a good
This is actually very good.
There's
Passes his
potentially
leg
a
to the
calf
outside.
slicer there. If Alejandro grabs onto the hips and starts bringing James back down.
Yeah, the toe hold is honestly a poor idea, I reckon.
Do you rate toe holds? I never did.
I think they're good at
I never rate toe
times.
holds, but then I feel like I got injured by so many that I had to start rating them.
I think this is one of those times where it's not the right thing to do.
Looks like it's going to be a good back
He's going to come up on this.
Oh, he wants a calf shot. He's very flexible.
He needs to watch his toe hold, though.
That toe hold too. Oh,
straighten your legs, man.
Is he going to tap in front of all these young lads who want him to win?
James wants this toe hold.
Nice. I've never seen someone stick to a toe hold like that in my life.
Yeah.
This might be his move, and we didn't know. He's
using his secondary leg to kick out.
Now, he just showed us so much dog just then.
Yeah.
AJ is an absolute machine. Is he going to be able to follow up on this? Or is this great opponent from Canberra, Dark Carnival, going to show us just what he's here for?
Oh, the triangle.
Oh, Laith just went crazy.
Stack pass. That's the issue with going for triangles. Sometimes you can get stacked.
And I think AJ is a young lad as well. He's still a teenager.
Might be an anaconda. Anaconda setup here.
He can use the pit wall here.
Yes, the
good work,
first
AJ.
use of the pit we've seen tonight. So a good idea for this attacking person is to start building height on this pit, which is, James is starting to walk up. He almost jumps to a closed guard and falls off. There's too much space between the hips.
Now, here at the commentary booth,
AJ is on top. Side control.
And look at the goons over there. There's about 500 goons, and they're all loving it.
Gracie Baja Goon Squad.
Hell yeah, AJ, he's a John Cena of Gracie Baja. Oh, wow, 6 minutes, bad spot.
6 minutes to go.
You don't know in a bad spot right now, mate. I'll tell you that. Especially with all the energy they've already expended. We have people coming from all over the place for this competition. This lad's from Canberra.
We have a lot of Adelaide people too. A whole crew flew in from Adelaide, athletes from Perth. So AJ has pinned
He needs to bury
James
the
in
hip,
North
though. He's
South.
lost the hip. Oh. He went for a buggy a bit prematurely there.
Looks like James he's still here for that toe hold. He's trying to
That
feed
would
toe. His
be
arms
out as
underneath
well.
and grab the
I think
toe.
right now is not the right time for a toe hold, but he's doing a good job of just defending himself here. Remember, the points are actually not on, so it could be a good strategy for James to not actually give up any energy until the point period starts. But oh, he's mounted.
Oh, James gets mounted.
Oh, and in the kids' class, mount is a death sentence, so they love it.
I wonder what Gracie Baja's submission attempt we're going to see from top mount here.
Something crazy. Oh, he hits him with a crazy escape.
Let's go for that toe hold again.
Oh,
James is going for the toe hold again.
50-50. Does he have it in him? I hope they've been practicing 50 at Gracie Baja.
Well, let's see what these guys can work from 50-50.
Now he's locked a full triangle with his legs, which can be dangerous.
That's it. 45. Watch your pressure, watch your balance. I need you to shut down that inside space.
I can't quite see from the angle here. It looks like AJ is able to post his foot on the ground, which makes it a lot more difficult for James to attack here from underneath.
If James can inside spin, he'll be in a good place, but it's looking like not what's going to happen. But does AJ know how to get out of his position, because he's sort of just lingering?
He's kind of just holding James's hand. So I'm not really sure what he's trying to go for, an escape or...
Points are on soon, guys. Remember, halfway through the match, points start. So when it says 4 minutes on the board, that's when points are going to be on. And currently, AJ started on top. So now that points are on, points are on now, lads. Now that points are on, it's going to be looking pretty crazy. This is the first match we've had that's gone to points.
James is digging for the heel hook here.
It would suck.
So AJ's just... doesn't look like he has much experience with this position, so he was sort of holding the head.
I have a feeling like we're going to
He
see a
kind
lot
of
of
leaves him
50-50 in this
stuck.
match. 50-50 is one of the leg entanglements where you see people stay for a long duration of time.
Well, it's because people don't know how to attack it or really get out of it.
Outside hill.
Slightly,
Now
I
that
think
it's
James
an
has
outside
lost the
action.
knee here.
Yeah, now
He's
that
fine,
they're
but he has
outside
to go.
action.
He has to go. He has to
Yeah,
get out of his leg entanglement
AJ's
and come on top. Remember, he ends up
pummeling
on
his
bottom.
foot into a crab ride position.
All right, good work. Now with the points are on, and remember, attacking that leg position for that long can be tiring. This is his chance to score. I think he's going to score here. Does he have a pin? Does he have a pin? Shoulders are still inside, or still outside the knees. Can he get his head inside the quad?
So AJ hasn't really trapped James's hips. James really just needs to pummel his knees back underneath to regain his guard, but he kind of just
points come on top.
lets AJ just go back to the top.
He looks for a triangle, ends up on bottom, but
Triangle, trapped the triangle.
He has to be careful not to get stacked past.
His right hip being off the mat is going to allow a pass.
He's going to get stacked past. Nice.
That was a nice escape from James. He actually circled the right way.
Remember, 80 HG
2
rules are very
points.
similar to 80 CC rules, where
Nice K-guard entry.
Oh, that toe
That toe hold again in the calf slide.
Nice, sits up to the
Oh,
back.
this time he makes
Beautiful
it far better
transition.
James just
They're
gave
gonna
his
end
back
up
straight up for the toe hold.
They're going to end up
He's
in a
still got the
crucifix
toe
position.
hold.
I think now's the time to let go of it. Oh, he's going to hit him with that kiss
I
of
mean,
tummy.
he calls himself the dirty wrist locker. The toe hold is a wrist lock of the toe. And back in bottom side control, knee right again, knee on belly.
He wants that, but dude, he needs to really, this guy's flexible and he has good control of his hip. Oh, he's gonna get like hooked here.
Yeah, James can pummel that right leg underneath, and he can start attacking. He can start attacking the saddle position if he gets that top leg through.
Oh my gosh, he needs to.
Oh, that was a nice entry.
This guy AJ is so much dog. I'm actually so impressed.
He's gonna come up here. He can come up and take the back.
Oh my gosh.
The knee is free. AJ could have gained high, go for the bowlers.
They're in 50-50 inside heel hook. He's
James has got the heel hook. It's slipping. It's slipping.
It looks like it's gonna slip.
No, the foot's out.
Oh, it's over. That's crazy.
He needs to spin.
He's trying to drag it back.
The thing is, his opponent did a poor job of keeping the leg. And that should have been dead to rights, but his finishing mechanics weren't all there. And he's paying for it now.
So I think in that situation, if AJ had sat on his opponent's butt,
I'm impressed by both
he wouldn't have had to roll to kind of pull his leg out. He could have just gained top position. Could escape nonetheless.
There's 1 minute left.
1 minute left. The score is favoring AJ. Never got two standing opponents. They got to wrestle. He goes for the duck.
Super duck.
What is the score?
Not quite the super duck, but
Dude,
I think the score is 5-2.
Both the guys look so tired.
Yeah.
1 minute left. Who's going to send it and who's not?
The whole crowd is standing.
Oh, that's a point deduction in the last half.
This is crazy.
Oh, body lock. He was thinking about a Victor's roll. Victor's roll.
There's not very long left. This guy's very flexible.
Nice Victor's roll. Looks like they're going to end up in outside Ashy.
He gets 2 points for the takedown, considering that he initiated the rear body lock.
Fuck this. They love this guy. Look at the energy of this guy.
The crowd goes wild for John Cena.
Oh my God.
This John Cena has
what energy in the room, man. They love this kid.
What a match. That was really good. No submissions, so they're not going to beat the Canadians.
I feel myself tearing up here.
Give credit to James. He came ready. He was in that
Your
match.
winner on points, Alejandro Mino.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff.
The whole crowd wanted Alejandro to win.
Imagine having that many people cheering for you. And most of them aren't even drunk.
What a match. Most of them, they're all
Alejandro, congratulations.
Exactly.
What a fight. Action-packed, back and forth. Looked like you had you maybe in a little bit of trouble with a toe hold. And for a while it was 0-0. Your teammates were screaming at you at one point, get chest to chest so you can get the points. And you looked over at them and you said, I'm a blue belt. I don't need your advice. I felt like that's what was going through your head. Is that what you were thinking?
I love Jeff, but I know better.
Jeffrey's just
And you do know
popping
better.
straight
It looked like you were in trouble a few times with the toe hold and the heel hook, but you kept freeing the knee line. And then in the end, you did actually listen to him because I think you were getting a bit worried.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, a fantastic fight. Congratulations, man. Alejandro Mino.
What a match. Crazy match. Although they're not in contendership for the $300, it was still crazy. Now, guys, I'm wearing Freddie's damn clothing.
We've swapped
and
shirts.
Freddie's wearing my shirt.
I
This thing
smell
is so
Egyptian.
tight. You can see how tight it is. The whole bicep and the forearm.
Yeah.
The
You've
wrist
never
is-
looked so jacked in your
My stomach is
life.
showing under here.
Exactly.
Guys, throw in $25 and I'm taking the shirt off because it's so uncomfortable.
It's so uncomfortable. Guys, we need to get Seb shirtless ASAP. The guy, he's been at home just lifting weights all week because of his leg.
see my
We
delts?
need to see these delts.
This is a former 99% body fat guy down to only 63.
Exactly.
Isn't it crazy? I mean, guys.
I think you should throw in $30
What
if
other
Seb wears this shirt as a midriff.
What other show can you see? Guys, not only do I have this shirt on, but the free episode shirts are available on the Grapple Mania website as well as here in the event itself. But if you're watching at home and you want to put me on a shirt, buy my damn shirts online, free episodes, WWF.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next fight of the evening. Introducing first a blue belt. He stands at 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 80 kilos, fighting out of MMA FFT by way of Verona, Omar El Hajami. And his his opponent. A blue belt grappler, he stands at 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 85 kilos, fighting out of the Mat Lab grappling by way of Amman, Jordan. He's a 2023 white belt state champion, Laith Kayali.
Guys, this is going to be a legendary match. We've got two absolute beasts, both from the Middle East, as you can hear by the theme music. They're in here to send it. Now guys, one thing we got to tell you about is the bounty system. Remember, the bounty system here, every match you win, you get paid more money. Unfortunately, my bounty was stolen from me by Harrison Everett, but if that didn't happen, I would make a lot of money per win, and that's what these guys are both fighting for. The more matches they have, the more money they make by winning their matches. So these two guys are going to definitely send a big hustle here.
So guys, Grapple Mania is truly the fairest show because it really is a meritocracy. So if people want to see you, or at least you have friends who are willing to put money on you, you can stand to make as much money as you like. It doesn't matter who you are really, or like how famous you are, whether you call yourself a professional athlete. Get your mates to put money on you. Also, if you go buy a free EBSE shirt or an ADHD shirt, you can also tip athletes there. So scroll down to the athlete's name, put some money on them if you want to support your favorite athlete, or if you want to make Seb wear his shirt as a midriff top.
Guys, remember, I want to take this damn shirt off, so drop $30 in Super Chat right now. Now, we've got two lads here. A lot of hand fighting going on here. What we would like to see is some shots, maybe using the hand fighting to set up their shots.
We did see a shot at the start. Inside single, but you kind of talked over it.
I'm so rude. Oh, and there's a shot, but see, the shot was set up. See,
straight into a front headlock.
We need to see some shot setups, lads. Right now, they're just playing with the wrist grips, collar ties. But not really much misdirection, not really squaring up their opponent before they go for it. Foot sweep attempt there. Janice once broke her leg with that, so it's scary.
I broke it in exactly the same way as Seb just snapped his leg. So snapped fibula.
Ouchie. Oh,
another foot sweep attempt.
We got damn Dustin Poirier in here. Doing these foot sweeps. Couple lads, couple collar ties, couple wrist grips, couple shots, couple front headlocks. Come on, boys. I want to see something crazy happen to you guys. Maybe use the pit wall, boys. The pit wall is here.
I feel like people are a bit afraid of the pit wall at the moment. There's been very little touching of the pit wall.
Guys, we need to make a new rule. If nothing happens, we put you on the pit with your head upside down. Just kidding, guys. This match... Oh, now
it's not actually the worst spot to be.
Remember, guys, the pit's here. You can use the pit. Yes, his heels are on the pit. He's going to get knocked over. Oh, and now he... Oh, see the stumble, The pit, this is a dangerous place. This is not like the cage. It's just so different.
It's actually so much better to use than the cage, though. Because you can walk up the pit. You can actually pressure down off the pit. You can jump over people, past guards off the pit.
And now he's on the pit.
So now we're on the pit.
Oh, but he goes to the body lock, which maybe was a bit too early.
So straight into Laith's guillotine.
There's no guillotine there.
Into a closed guard. Closed guard or a guard is admittedly not the best place to be when at the base of the pit wall.
No, but there's no point, so he scores nothing for that. Yeah, he's looking for a try on the bottom here. All right. What's happening here, guys? We've got two guys going after it.
So Laith's guard, well, he's now closed his guard. I was about to say it's not quite closed, but...
Now that it's closed, I'd love to see the top guy stand up.
He needs to let go of this body lock.
Body lock is a worse place. Closed guard is a worse place for a body lock.
Pass the hand behind the back. I don't really believe in this technique, but honestly, to be honest,
the old
does
school.
work sometimes.
So if you're Tito Carl, that's the most high percentage pass in the world.
Look, if this works for him, then...
But unfortunately, this guy is not Tito Carl. I think he needs to stand up here.
This did happen to me once at the 10th planet open map.
But I think Omar doesn't actually see that the guard is not, has not been closed. Laith just kind of left his legs sort of open, but not really attacking or really trying to find any other guard position. So he needs to stand up and start wedging his knee in between so that he can split open those legs.
I would like to see the top player stand up.
Points are on now, guys.
What does points mean? Points means that now they can score. Close guard, quite a difficult place for the top guy to score from.
If I'm Winston,
he's
I'm calling
still trying to
top.
pass, say, Laith's arm behind the back.
Winston calling for action. I would be calling
I would call
stalling.
them to stand up, yeah.
We might get something going on here, guys. This match.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just all right.
Into half guard now.
All right, is he going to be able to free himself from chest?
So Omar's actually trapped Laith's arm behind his back. So
Oh, his arm's behind his back.
Yeah, his left arm is actually trapped. It's kind of an awkward position. So it's like the Sao Paulo pass, but from mount.
He's mounted. That's the
He's mounted, so he's taken his 3 points. It's kind of unorthodox.
3 points straight to the mount, and the arm is trapped. That is a really difficult spot to be in.
So I think if he swapped Laith's arm to his other hand, he'd have a bit more leverage.
Oh, back pass. Was that enough time for Winston to score it? It was. Fella's up 6 points now. Honestly, I'll rate the tactic. He definitely conserved a bit of energy, and then when the points period came on, he just started racking him up. Like
I think Omar needs to start taking that top underhook and heading towards the back.
Getting to the back would be a great idea. They did a pit wall as well. He's back in the half guard, but is he arm still trapped? I don't think so.
The arm's not trapped anymore. I'm not really sure. I think Omar was trying to Kimura him from
with an underhook.
mount.
That is not good. The pressure he's putting on here is immense. If he can pass again, that'd be 9 points, which is a lot. Once you're up 9 points, you can take a few risks.
I'm kind of not really sure what Omar is really, what his intended pathway is.
It's tricky.
If you put a strong crossface on and put his head on the ground, you could really tripod up and just like pass through this half guard here. At the moment, Laith's legs are not even close, so
I think
Omar's kind of not really bothering to.
The exciting matches are great, but this has probably been the best tactical match I've seen so far. He's just been chilling out.
Do you reckon? Do you reckon there's a lot of tactic involved?
I reckon the tactic here is crush him with the half guard and get the points, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's not rushing. He's not rushing. That's the main thing. All the guys here, they rush so hard to the point where they just lose.
He's up 6-0. There's no incentive for him. The guy on bottom really is the one that needs to be getting active right now.
Laith on the bottom just hasn't really been able to do anything so far.
Whoa.
So I think he's missed some opportunities to either stand back up or play more of an attacking guard. So we're in butterfly guard now.
How long we have left this one, Freddie?
1 minute.
1 minute left this match, guys. It's going to be against the pit wall, and it's going to be very hard for our bottom player here to come on top.
The problem is that the bottom player, Laith, doesn't actually even close the half guard. So he's kind of letting Omar pass if he wants to, and Omar just doesn't choose to.
Yeah, it's not so easy for him, is it?
So Laith is just not really actively doing anything much from the bottom. It's kind of like almost an outside Ashy position, I think. I can't see very much.
Yeah, it's difficult for us to see here in the commentary booth, but now he's throwing pretend strikes.
Yeah, he's throwing strikes in the air so that we know he's hard.
5 seconds in the match.
Pardon?
Thanks, bro. Oh, that was dancing on him. That is rude.
Oh.
He danced on him and couldn't even submit him, so honestly, that was a bit lame. But it's all right. He wins the match.
Your winner by points, Omar El-Hajami.
Good win for this lad. Great job up in the chest half guard.
Congratulations, Omar. Looked like a tough fight. At the end, it looked like you were doing some sort of rodeo cowboy type thing. What was going on there?
I think I need a translator.
You need a translator. Okay.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Oh, yeah. Because I love the horse.
Because he loves horses. Ladies and gentlemen, Omar El-Hajami, he loves horses.
Yes. Good performance by Omar. Gets the win.
That was a preliminary card. We're here at Hariri Chicken talking about the next 6 fights on the card. Coming up, we've got Abdullah Deith versus Don Basilis. Abdullah Deith, if you know Muhammad Deith, Abdullah Deith is like Muhammad Deith, but on literal genetic steroids. He's better than Muhammad Deith in every single way, better wrestler, better looking, and beautiful green eyes. He's fighting Dom Basilis. Dom Basilis has the best mullet in the competition. He's Greek, and his catchphrase is Opa with this hand signal. We have no idea what that means. Match 7, we have Hamza Alami versus Mick de Groot. Here at Grappling Education, we have a saying, it's eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a Hamza by the toe. Hamza is the biggest hustler in Grapple Mania, has never paid for a show. He's fighting Mick de Groot. Mick de Groot is out of Sydney Jiu-Jitsu Academy, and it's going to be an awesome match.
Moving on, we've got Omar Alhami versus Connor Keeney. Omar out of SWA, underrated guy in the scene, really good overall game. The guy's only been trained, he's a full-time roofer, I'm pretty sure, but this guy's taken a day off to come in and fight on Grapple Mania. He's fighting Connor Keeney. Connor had a match with Moe. He's had a match with Omar's teammate Moe Elkir on the M16 Open. It's going to be a really entertaining match.
So we have Tony Lowe versus... Oh, what's this handsome guy's name again? Ziad Afuni. Man, what can I say? To be honest, I don't know Zayed, but I saw his profile. He looks very handsome, and I think that'll do him good in the match. And Tony Lowe. I do know Tony Lowe. He's good. He trains at a Kumite. We're going to see a lot of baller actions there.
And for the 10th match on the card, we've got Jordan Lur versus Isaiah Pozogulu. Definitely didn't pronounce your name correctly, but it's all right. You're out of 4'11". Looks like a tough, strong dude. Handsome bastard with a grey rash guard, straight X rash guard. I love it. And he's going up against Jordan Lur, the most autistic man in jiu-jitsu.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening. Introducing first, a white belt pressure passer. He stands at 6 feet tall. Fighting out of SWA by way of Auburn. Presenting the undisputed spaz of SWA, yes. Abdullah Chief Thief.
Big
Abdullah.
And his opponent, a white belt leg locker. He stands at 6 feet tall, weighing in at 75 kilos, fighting out of Armor BJJ and OPA team by way of Salisbury, Adelaide, two-time M16 openweight champion, Don Doc Basilis.
Interesting match. We got Mr. Abdullah Deep, who is a self-proclaimed, not only self-proclaimed, but many people agree with him. Crazy wrestling and crazy suplexes versus somebody called himself a leg locker. So I don't think we're going to see much suplexes here. I'm considering this guy from Adelaide is going to pull guard. But
this is kind of the match that could be either really exciting or really boring if the person pulling guard
has the ability to make
can't
a boring
engage.
Match.
Yeah,
even,
I mean,
even his outside passing is extremely athletic. I've seen this guy do
as long as he's interested in trying to pass. You'll straight away.
See what
that's athletic.
That was a beautiful pass.
This is the most athletic thief we know.
I feel like sometimes wrestlers don't want to engage with guard players at all.
He's doing a good job. He's just half guard.
It is the most athletic thief we know.
It will be interesting to see Abdullah's ability to get subs. I do think we're going to see him in some dominant positions today, but is he going to be able to actually get
he's in a
subs?
guard position now.
Nice.
To be fair, I have seen Abdullah pull off some hectic throws and not even in jiu-jitsu matches.
We're out here. Abdullah's out here. He's looking.
The good thing about having a wrestling advantage in jiu-jitsu is we just saw it there is the bottom player just has to get up. Abdullah was on bottom, and he can just start standing up, getting back to the standing position. And his opponent has to sit back down.
Yeah, their aversion to being on their back and sitting down is so great that they will stand up.
Beautiful saddle entry. Looking to dig the heel.
He's going to pass inside. Actually,
he's going to pass. Classic Lucas Carlin. I think he's going to get the finisher. He's in the best leg locking position.
He's got it. The heels popped out. Don needs to really start freeing his second leg so he can start pulling out of the entanglement. He's kind of just holding on to it, which is making it worse for him.
I like the way Abdullah took that.
I feel like it's only a matter of time before Abdullah manages to catch that heel.
His owner's getting pulled.
Spins
out. He's going to get out. He's going to get out. Watch the back here now. His opponent's doing a good job of controlling the far shoulder.
That was a jumping back attempt, an armbar attempt, falling off the pit.
That was an awesome entry.
That was a nice little scramble.
And deep on the side here, looking stressed.
Abdullah has Lucas Kennard in his corner. That's a great man to have in his corner.
He has a Lucas Kennard rash guard. This other guy has the Oppa rash guard, which is honestly matched up. Hardcore, black versus white.
Over back. Nice inversion, reverse de la Hiva. Nice crab ride.
Knee cut.
That's a nice knee cut attempt.
Wow.
Backside. He needs to watch the heel here. He's in a backside situation. He needs to watch his leg.
Dude, he's so athletic, but he just pulled his
I know, he just pulled his leg out like,
his balance is amazing.
God.
But honestly, he's letting this Greek lad just implode on him.
Where is Modif?
There he is.
I haven't actually seen much from Modif these days.
Don's doing a good job though of like attaching to Abdullah, not letting him get outside passing chains. Comes to seated immediately, gets attachments. Oh, nice knee cut pass.
Oh, is he going to mouth it? Oh, no.
But man, see, Don's
That
doing
was-
a good
that
job
was
of
a beautiful knee cut.
staying sticky, not letting him get straight past. Single leg X here, sending the ankle lock, 2 feet on the hips. Abdullah trying to get weight into his leg.
That's
He's doing
a
the right
nice
thing.
bite.
He needs to get weight into his leg.
It's
No,
done.
he goes.
Going belly down is not a good idea, but Abdullah frees his knee.
What an athletic escape. I think that the hands was way too low. There wasn't enough breaking pressure, although the positioning was nice.
Yeah, it was a little high on the shin.
Yeah.
But still a pretty good attempt.
Yeah, well,
I don't think it was high on the shin. I think his hands were just low towards his crotch.
Yeah.
Nice job pulling out his bottom
I can
leg.
imagine Abdullah's a very frustrating guy to compete against because he's just so good at pulling his legs out of the positions.
Yeah. Really hard to
Don's
stay
got a
attached
pretty,
to him.
And look, he's done the right
aggressive
thing here. He
guard
stood
here.
up straight out of the
He
close
just
guard, which I wanted to see
jumped
before.
out of the close guard. Jumped out of there.
Now, we need to start to see some action. I need to see some action here.
You haven't seen any action?
Abdullah
so
is,
far?
honestly, Abdullah's looking a bit like... I think a lot of his passing is very opportunistic. He wants to use knee cuts.
I reckon if he hit that
Oh,
knee
just
cut
I say that, he hits a
with the
beautiful
far
stack.
side under,
And he
he
gets it.
landed clean, but he's gone straight to
He doesn't need to
north-south,
send it on the bottom. His points are not on.
like effortlessly.
Is he going to hit a nice go behind here?
He has a good guillotine.
Points.
I've seen him hit a seated katagatame before.
His favourite technique is to sit back on that katagatame. Let's see what he does here. He's in front headlock and points are on. This is rough for the bottom player.
Don's got his elbow pulled back nice and tight, so...
Nah, see, Katagatame, this is a really good attempt here.
Oh,
He's
is
either
it
going
tight?
to get the
Is he gonna
sub or
finish
the
it?
back take.
And he's defending it like a guillotine, which is a poor idea.
Oh, he puts in
So I
butterfly
think-
hooks. He could use
I
this to
think
sweep.
if Don manages to jump to the other
Oh.
side, yeah, so...
No.
Oh, and he finishes seated katagatame. Abdullah Latif gets it done. Quite an unorthodox game, but he gets it finished. Latif is losing his mind on the side of the pit. He's hit it hundreds of times.
That was actually pretty amazing.
That's not the first time I've seen him hit this guillotine. He has a really strong
I had
seated
thought that
Winner
Don
by
had escaped there.
submission, Abdullah Chief Beef.
Nice job by Abdullah.
That was a great performance. That was a great match, actually. Like, really good attack from Don as well.
SWA shout out by Abdullah.
Abdullah, congratulations. There's your $50. That was incredible. You guys are white belts. The level of jiu-jitsu these days is unbelievable. You're Muhammad. Your brother is. Where is he? Mo Money Dave. And you haven't been training for very long. Already, you're much better than him. That's obvious. How does that feel to get better than your brother? Are you better at everything than him?
Not everything. He helped me game plan for tonight, so shout out him.
And you got him with a head and arm in the end. What were you feeling when you got into that choke? Did you think you were going to finish it? Because you had a lot of other submissions that didn't come off.
I'm confident in that choke. I've hit it quite a bit. I was waiting for him to jump over. I couldn't get my leg over there. Just do what you got to do and finish the choke. Yeah, shout out Lucas who showed me that one. So thank you.
Congratulations. Well done, Abdullah.
Great round from Abdullah Deep. Guys, if you're loving the show, we have another show coming up June 28th. So if you're watching this at home and you're thinking, wow, why didn't I get on the show? Oh, I'm such an idiot. It's fine. Because we have another show coming up June 28th. It's going to be right here back in the pit. Sign up now, Grapple Mania Instagram page. You just send them a message.
Yeah.
Or you can also sign up from the link in the Grapple Mania Instagram page bio.
Yeah, register, guys. It's going to be a great event.
Register Grapple Mania. DM the Grapple Mania page so that they know that you want to compete on the next show, and we'll try and get you on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening. Introducing first a blue belt. He's a guard puller, standing at 6 feet tall, weighing in at 80 kilos, fighting out of SWA by way of Auburn. The Sydney Cup champion, Hamza, the Hustler El-Hami.
Now this is the cheekiest person from Sydney Wrestling Academy. Usually he sneaks in here, but today's the match.
And his opponent, a guard puller blue belt. He stands at 5 foot 6 inches tall, weighing in at 77 kilos, fighting out of SJJ Narrabeen by way of Enschede, the Netherlands. Mick the Root the Groot.
Wow, Nick the Root, the Groot. That's a crazy ass name. How's it going to go against Mr. Hamza over here?
Hamza, the second SWA competitor of the night.
Now, he's very young. I think he's like 15 or 16.
He's 15, but the guy has a super high-paced style. You'll see.
Oh, he pulls guy.
He gets straight to it.
He just slid into that.
And he has a very good reverse Laith inversion, which we
Some of these
saw.
guys move crazy. I don't understand. It's crazy.
Extremely
50-50
athletic
inside
guy.
heel hook. 50-50. He's going to
Oh.
tap.
Oh, that's fast. What was that? How many seconds was that? Check the time.
That's like the angriest
It was
guy
15
ever.
seconds.
He's straight into it. He
15
did not want to go the whole match.
I mean, the fact that was 15 seconds, I feel like that was long.
15 seconds submission for Hamza. Honestly, he might get sub of the night just for how fast it was.
I mean, that would be the fastest sub of the night.
$300 to a 15-year-old
He's in the contention.
kid.
He's in the contention.
That's going to last him 100 years.
Hamza.
Not this guy.
Congratulations, there's your $60. Wow. That was a very quick finish, Hamza.
And he gets $60.
You were a hustler. I mean, that's what you do. You're a hustler. How'd you get that name?
I was walking out one time and Kel asked me, what's your walkout name going to be? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, you're the hustler. You came to Grapple Mania. You didn't pay for like 2-3 times. He goes, you're a hustler. Comes with a hustler, homie. Came out
It's
here
true, he doesn't pay.
Trying to get submission for $300. I don't know if that got it. We'll see after who's done better than me.
Well, I think you actually have to break their leg to get the $300. Is that the rules? No. Okay, no, you don't.
No,
have to
no,
break
please
it.
don't.
You're in with a chance for that $300, man. Congratulations, Hamza.
Great win by Hamza. I said it before the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next fight of the evening. Introducing first, a blue belt. He's a Lucas Kennard-style fighter, standing at 6 feet tall, weighing in at 73 kilos, fighting out of SWA by way of Auburn. He's a New South Wales state champion, Omar Al-Hami.
If someone said that a Lucas Kennard style, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah, Lucas, so synonymous. He has his own style named after him.
And his opponent, a blue belt leg blocker, standing at 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 72 kilos, fighting out of Armour BJJ by way of Salisbury, Adelaide. He's the Gurning World Champion, Connor Kearney.
Now, I don't know what world champion that is, but how many guys from Adelaide have been? I don't think anyone from Adelaide has won yet.
5.
Have they?
5 gentlemen from Adelaide.
Has anyone won yet from Adelaide? I don't think so.
I'm not sure. I'm really excited to actually watch Omar in this match. I rate Omar extremely highly. I think he's an underrated guy.
But we don't know who the other guy is.
Super hard guy to guard to pass. He's a full-time roofer, but don't let that...
For a moment, I thought that was a euphemism for something.
Sorry?
I thought that was a euphemism for something.
No. He's a roofer. He's actually a full-time roofer. He's extremely good K-guard, false reaper versus De La Riva.
All these guys from Sydney Wrestling have great De La Riva inversions.
Yeah.
But this fella on top, he was a bit more wise to it than the previous guy. We just saw. Oh, he's
going
going to sit back.
sitting back
for
on the
inside
leg.
I rate that. I rate the way he ended on that.
Yeah,
but is the top leg currently out? Oh, does a good job defending.
Oh,
Right, these guys-
backside. He needs to backstep now.
Honestly,
Backstep now.
did a good
Backstep
job
now.
of pulling the
Backstep.
knee back inside the leg.
And he gets it done.
Connor gets it.
That might be our first
Wow.
submission or first win from
Nice
Adelaide.
submission.
That was pretty
Unfortunate for
nice.
Omar. That was hardcore stuff.
That was a
Yeah.
beautiful saddle entry off the leg drag.
I almost
That
was going to
beautiful.
say, I don't rate sitting
Your
to the
winner
leg.
I cannot
from
decide
Connor.
who wins.
So I was proven wrong.
I can't pick who wins the money right now.
That was a great submission.
We're gonna
It
need a
was
few minutes to
fast
think
as
about
well. I actually really rate that entry,
Connor,
sitting back on the inside heel.
congratulations.
Oh, and he got his knee
laser
popped,
right.
bro.
$60. You're also in the running for the submission of the night. That was awesome. I was a bit confused because I thought that was the guy who was just here. Like I thought he really is a hustler. He's coming out for more money, but it wasn't. It was his brother, I'm assuming, and You got him with the heel hook. What did you get him with? What was the leg lock that you got him with? I couldn't see it.
Inside heel hook from backside 50. Not bad.
And you've come all the way from Adelaide for this? Is that right? Anybody you want to call out and come back again?
I'd love to have a match with Muhammad Bakai. We're trying to have this match for a while, but it just keeps falling through. So I'd love that on Grapple Mania.
Mohammed, you hear that? You scared? You running? You running from Connor? And can we see a Gurn? He is the world champion. Congratulations, Connor. Well done.
I didn't know that was going. All right, guys, listen. Now, he gets, what, $50 for that? Remember, there's someone out there who, if you beat him, you get $600. And his name's Jude Keane. Now, guys, I met Jude Keane when I was 17 years old. He was in a little shed in this girl's backyard smoking weed. And now, he's out here with the highest bounty on Grapple Mania. So if you want to fight Jude, if you win, you get $600.
I mean, aside from the bounty, not much has changed.
Yeah. Jude,
Except you got
super
really big.
high-level guy. I really hope somebody takes a match with him because his guy is honestly struggling to get matches right now. He's finishing people so fast. But I think Jude, the sky is the limit for him. Somebody come beat him on Grapple Mania, collect your check.
I need someone. I need someone like a beast. One of these Zack Angelivskis, one of these young beasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are next. Match of the evening. Introducing first a blue belt Spaz-style fighter. He stands at 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 64 kilos. Fighting out of Kumite Jiu-Jitsu. He's a 2-time Gracie Baja Compnet champ, Tony Lowe.
Oh my God, we have another John Cena here. Purple belt John Cena just pulled up. They come in waves by belts. So blue belt John Cena, he got his winner. Let's see if purple belt John Cena can get it done.
I've actually been really looking forward to this match.
Stealthy all-rounder. He
Zaid, always
stands at 5
exciting.
feet 8 inches tall,
Bit
weighing in at
unpredictable.
66 kilos.
Tony,
Fighting out of
I like
G4
Tony's
MMA
style.
by way of
Nice
Tripoli,
technical
Lebanon.
lightweight
He's
jiu-jitsu.
undefeated in his
I'm
life
interested.
and has a 90% submission
But I'm
rate.
always down for the lightweights.
Zaid Afuni.
Now, I don't think we're actually supposed to talk over Noran, Janice, but it's right. He did tell us some crazy cool stuff. Zaid is a bit of a machine himself. But Tony, John Cena.
Yeah, Tony trains out of Kumite. He has that Ari to back style guard, really hard to pass, really good self frame.
Bro, what's all these guards these days, bro? I can't stand
And he has a really
So
good ankle lock. I've seen him hit an ankle lock a couple of times in competition. I think it's going to be really hard to pass Tony. I think you have to actually have some pretty decent passing to get past his guard. Or stack passing, that is the way to go, in my opinion.
But he knows how to defend the stack pass. He's putting his head in the mat, keeping his legs rigid.
His palm to the forehead
Zaid
from Zaid.
coming out hot.
Sitting for the saddle straight away.
Oh, and it pops out. That's a classic.
Oh, the straight ankle
get
lock,
weight into
belly
the leg,
down.
Hands are high, hands are high. There's too much spasm going on here.
Yeah.
No control there on that leg lock, unfortunately, but I think the intention, the setup was great.
Yeah. I agree with Seb said. Hands were a bit high on the leg.
Oh, this guy's just
went
going
for an
crazy.
armbar.
Oh, jumping
K-guard
straight
entry.
into
And
this
John Cena is on the
calf
SDF
slicer.
here.
Let's say if he can stay attached. It can be really hard to stay attached in these entries sometimes.
I was
Let's
going to
see.
say, I was going to predict Zaid would be jumping into something.
Nice
His
saddle
body.
entry
Tony
now.
Cena the cross archie.
Tony.
Oh,
It's going to be over. Yeah.
and it's done. He
Beautiful
cranked that.
submission from Tony. That was beautiful. That was
Oh,
beautiful.
and that's the ankle that was strapped up. That's a shame.
Beautiful inside heel hook by Tony.
We could see that Zaid's foot was really flexed there. And so he kind of didn't kind of make any attempts to point the toe or like.
And John Cena gets it done.
Tony Lowe.
Big John Cena moment. Big energy.
I'm all for Asian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, a lot of people's ankles getting popped out here.
Yeah, I
That's
think
pretty
Omar
good.
did take
I mean,
a pop in the last
He was
match.
undefeated in his life. He'd submitted 90% of all of his opponents. And you got him with, I think you had him in the saddle, you got him with the inside heel hook.
Inside hook. He definitely, like, I prepared quite a lot for this match. I think it was lucky for me that he fought before me, so I was able to look back at some of those matches. And I guess for me, it was like I just had those resources and I was able to use them. And obviously, I'm not sure if Zaid used any of those, but he put up an awesome fight. He did end up getting my ankle. I think my ankle hurts a bit. I was really good. But other than that, yeah, it was really, really fun.
Excellent. I've never had the resources or known how to use them. I'm impressed that you can do that. And you've got a massive fan base here. They love you. Why do they love you so much? I don't know. I guess I'm just like the best coach or something. But I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. But shout out to Grace Bar, West Stride, and Kimberly Jiu-Jitsu. And my family, I love them. So thank you everyone for coming out tonight. Thank you. Congratulations.
Bro, that
Tony
kid's
Lowe.
coach aura goes off.
Yeah, big showing for Tony.
Harvard just released their latest research, which tells you that eating pizza daily improves your metabolic rate and creates an anabolic reactor inside of you that makes you insanely fucking strong. Come down to your mother's cousin for your daily pizza needs.
All right, guys, we're here at my mother's cousin, and me and Freddie are starving. We're going to be really quick. First off,
Match 11, we got Redwan Sharif versus Amir Zahavic. Redwan, judoka guy, coming out of 4'11". He's been doing a bunch of jiu-jitsu, seen him around the scene. Really tough guy. And he's going up against Amir all the way down from Adelaide. It's going to be a great match. Moving on to match 12 now.
match 12, we've got Dimitri Bukalavas. He believes that judo doesn't work, and he's a hardcore wrestler. He's been wrestling a lot, great outside passing. He's going to be versing Jesse Hughes. Jesse Hughes' Instagram page is unfollowable. I know nothing about him, but it's going to be a mad match.
Yeah, match 13, one of my most anticipated matches of the evening. Muhammad Kazi versus Nicola Generali. Both guys super tough. Muhammad Kazi, been on Grapple Mania a few times, underrated guy, although I think people are starting to figure out how good this guy is. Wrestling background, and Nicola, MMA background, but super athletic and a guy that picks up things very fast. I'm really excited to see how he does and how he deals with the wrestling of Muhammad Kazi.
Next up, match 14, we've got Nelson Lanfear versus Jeffrey Musanderi. This is going to be a great match. Both of these athletes are extremely athletic. Great wrestling from Jeffrey and Nelson. Can't wait to see what happens.
And for the final match 15, Miranda Pierce has pulled out versus Steph Robertson, but Steph Robertson is getting a replacement as we speak.
My mother's cousin are a proud sponsor of Grapple Mania, and check out this amazing food we have. We actually need your support to support the athletes. Click the QR code. Make sure you support the match winners here tonight, and we'll make sure that all the money less the PayPal fees will go to them.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening. Introducing first a purple belt. He stands at 6 feet, 1 inch tall, weighing in at 91 kilos. Fighting out of Paris, France, the flexible Frenchman, Redwan Sharif.
Yeah.
Party music.
And his opponent, a purple belt, standing at 6 feet, 3 inches tall, weighing in at 93 kilos, fighting out of Adelaide, Australia, by way of Sarajevo, Bosnia, Amir Zahovic.
Damn, these Adelaide people came out to play the game today. We got a left from Adelaide. This fella, Redwan Sharif, he's further away. Although he lives here, he's from France.
France. Yeah, Redwan, judo background. He had a great match on here with Geronimo Carr at the last Grapple Mania. That was a super close match.
He lost a coin flip, bro. That was a very, very close match. Let's see if he can even the levels today. Oh, hand-to-hand position. Two guys stalking. Look at this. Look at this. This is like two rhinoceroses.
Compared to the last few matches.
Redwan also has a buggy choke win on Grapple Mania. If we saw a buggy choke, would that warrant sub of the night for you, Seb?
Bro, I would not know how to pick that. But luckily, he's not on bottom, so we might see some serious passing here.
I think what would warrant a buggy choke sub of the night would be a buggy from somewhere else.
From top?
Not from bottom side control. From top, from the back, some zany kind of newly fledged buggy that we've never seen before.
Oh, he's trying to knee cut. I don't think his knee
He
cut
tried
is
to
quite
jump
athletic.
past the guard.
Oh, what's
Choi
happening here?
bar entry could end up in a triangle.
Maybe taking the back here.
Red looks very strong. And this lad on the bottom is quite handsome. I'll give him the handsome points.
I think they're both quite handsome. Everyone's handsome.
But playing north-south guard is not the best handsome idea. He's having a hard time forcing this guy supine. So I think maybe knee cuts and body lock would be his two best options. But now that I think he's favoring outside passing a bit too much and needs to maybe force him supine first.
Sorry, it's okay.
Accidentally touched Freddie's fingers.
No, that's okay.
That was creepy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I immediately slapped Janice Houston. So
That felt disgusting. Like, I don't know, human touch is like, yuck.
Freddie's fingers are like gross. Now, not much going on in this match. The other matches were
Oh,
crazy.
oh,
The
that's
children!
straight up front headlock.
Oh my god, the children in the front row almost died. Can we please have no kids in the front row? Can we put some adults there, please?
I feel like kids are better cushioning.
Yeah, but they die. Now,
Nah, they're resilient.
this match is very, very non-engaging. I'm not liking the fact that both these guys are not really doing a lot of grip fighting, not a lot of side-to-side movement.
I like to think that they've got a calculating
No off-balancing.
plan. It's not just indecision.
Even plans go
There's
forth.
some shallow De La Riva here from Amir.
Takes
Not
a scoop.
committing to
Oh,
the
he's
scoop.
ducking.
Oh, okay, here we go.
What's the odds that works?
He's in K out here.
He's quite flexible. Oh, triangle?
Could get into a triangle here.
This
Nice
guy,
job by
Red One's very
Red
good at defending the triangle early on.
I feel like Amir doesn't have that flexible guard, like that knee to elbow connection that some of the other guard players have. If Red One takes a scoop or a tight waist or like frames a hip, I think that he could pass quite easily. Maybe not quite easily, but like it would be a good strategy for him.
Amir doing a really good job from bottom, playing this keymaster position, attacking the far side
Yeah, because
arm.
his leg's so long.
Nice, again, omoplata now here. This is really good guard play.
Can he come on top here? How much time do we have left? Hey, Freddie?
We have 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That means 1 minute till points. So maybe the tactic here is to wait till point period for Red because he's not doing a lot of engaging.
Yeah, I want to see him start getting outside the legs, Toriando, cross grip passing.
No, he does not look like an Amir. He looks more like a Rob.
I'm so far really
Yeah, he
impressed
looks-
with
he
his
looks
guard.
like a
He's doing a really
Jesse.
good job.
Oh, he
Baiting
could have
north-south
dived.
passing.
I'm just a bit afraid of that knee to elbow connection. If Red pins his legs, could really start blocking the hips.
A bit of knee, split squat camping here, but not a lot of pressure coming forward.
Nice by Amir. Man, Amir's doing a really good job of pulling out his bottom leg every time he gets into a split squat.
What's the come, guys? What's the come here? I'm
Nice,
excited for this
looking
point
for a
period.
K-guard entry
Well,
here.
there's a triangle entry right here as well. If Amir throws that left leg around. Or the right leg.
Putting in a reverse single under. Nah.
And the points, they should be coming on now.
Nice job burying from Red One here. He needs to watch his arm though. He could get caught in a
He
coil
needs
lock
to hug
type
that hip
situation.
really tightly.
Points are on, and this is an interesting spot. If Red can pass here now, he'll score. So maybe he was waiting for the point period.
Nice thigh drag here.
Nice
Oh,
pass.
Oh,
that was an easy pass. That was so effortless.
His head is way too deep.
too
For someone who does buggy chokes, he's putting his head in a really peculiar spot.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't expect it from other people.
Amir looked like he almost like gave up after
Yeah,
the
he
thigh
just
drag
kind of, it was
attempt.
like, oh, I didn't expect you to go that side.
Oh, he tries to tilt him.
Thigh drag. Thigh dragged him to the other side, and it's not looking good for our hero.
Red One under the armpit. You'd like to see Amir pummeling a cross frame over the neck.
That crossface looks so painful.
Yeah, this isn't good for Amir on bottom. He's looking a little bit like a fish out of water right now.
Action calls for both of these guys. Good work, Winston. Let's get these guys moving around. We didn't come here to watch no boring jiu-jitsu. I came here to watch some scraps. Now,
Red One is up 3 points at the moment. So
Might be a good spot for Red to put his head on the ground and start moving to north-south.
oh, he's looking for like a north-south strangle, I think, here.
yeah, it can be a little bit
With
difficult.
the arm in, maybe.
Executioner.
Guys, I also just want to mention our next match, Dimitri Bukovalis is warming up right now. He's looking ready for an unreal wrestling match.
Oh, my days.
He looks freaky.
He looks freaky.
He looks like He looks like
Dimitri
Sativ.
has trained a total of 1 round the last month, but he's ready for this match.
Wouldn't count
He's
him
the
out.
most
Now, is
exciting
he going to get this?
athlete on Grapple
What's he looking for
Mania.
here?
Looking for a north-south choke, but
The head is in a completely weird spot.
In order to finish a north-south choke, you have to have your opponent looking to the ceiling, and he's looking directly to the side right now, so it's going to be a little bit hard.
Yeah, I don't really
Well, I
rate
think
it.
he actually wants the guy to look towards us, really.
Yeah, he's looking away from us like a rude
Yeah,
guy.
so he's kind of just lying on his head.
Head squash of 5,000 going on here. Now, not much style points in this match. I'm not
There's
liking
an
it at all.
awkward spot for Amir. I think he can try and just push Red's head away. Well, actually, once
Does he have it?
Red moves down to the hips, it's going to be harder. But
Amir needs to start pummeling his hands to inside frames, and
Yeah.
right now he has no inside position whatsoever.
he's got his frame in there now. He needs to start bringing those knees inside.
Yeah, framing with the head.
Oh, Kimura?
right
Oh,
here.
straight to the back.
He's going to probably chest it to the back here. Yeah,
It's
going
going to be difficult. Oh, no, he's doing a
Nah,
job.
he's doing that. This is I've seen Epsay's pull off this maneuver many a times.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Oh, and the body triangle's locked up 3 points. If he gets a submission here, that'd be nice.
Nice job by Red One. Pretty tactical, slow, methodical game. If he gets the RNC, he'll be happy with himself. He's heisting here, trying to take him to belly down.
No, his coach
Amir does not want to be heisted.
His coach is calling 1 minute of effort, but with the body triangle, I don't think he knows how to escape it, if I was to be honest.
Yeah.
What's your preferred escape to the body triangle?
Turning escape, send it.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Can he send?
escape.
Can he send? I think the send is all used up. Honestly, I think he gave up when Red hit him with that thigh drag pass. And it's been all downhill since then.
I would feel sad too.
Yeah, Amir had some really nice guard play at the start of the match, but the moment that he got outside of his legs and he started passing, he just
I
hasn't
feel
looked
like
good.
as soon as Red thigh dragged to the opposite side,
Yeah, since
it was
that
like
point in
Amir
the
didn't know
match-
what to do. I feel a bit bad for him.
Yeah, since that
His
point in the
guard
match,
was really
Red One
going
really
well.
has taken over.
Maybe he's never been thigh dragged.
Red One looking to strangle switch. He's threatening
I
multiple
can't
strangles.
really see the grips. I think Amir must be really fighting the grips. Oh, actually, he's just blocking the neck pretty well.
Oh, GG. Oh, no crossface leg
He's
though.
a judoka guy.
No crossface leg. And
Oh, saved by the bell.
yeah, I don't know. That was a last minute attempt, but good work by Red One. Very slow and methodical win.
Yeah, nice job by Red
Puts
One.
away Amir.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner on points, Red One Sharif. Red One, congratulations. That's $50. That was a good fight. You passed as soon as they shouted out points. You got to north-south. You had him in a head and arm, which is pretty hard to finish the north-south choke with a head and arm. And then you eventually took his back. What did you think of that fight?
A little bit disappointed on me, but that was the game plan. I just wanted to have the submission, and I was aiming for the submission of the night. Cannot have what you want in life, but I get the win. So I'm quite happy for it.
Yeah, it was a great fight. Congratulations. Red One Sharif, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice job by Red
Nice.
One. Overall good performance by Red One. Red One did a really good job of turning it up when the points period came on. He was sort of not really throwing too many passing attempts initially, and when the points came on, he hit a beautiful thigh drag, and from that point on, he dominated the match.
I think it was good. He just did a poor job of camping. He didn't really make Amir, tax himself in that period, which
Yeah.
would have been a better idea. But
But
he did.
he was very opportunistic. He took it when it was there, and he did really well.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening. This is a wrestling super fight. First to 10 points. Introducing a
This is a
purple
wrestling
belt.
match?
He's a youthful fighter. He stands at 5 foot 10 inches tall, weighing in at 84 kilos. Fighting out of SJJ Crow's Nest by way of the slums of East Zimbabwe. He had the world's largest afro in 2019. Nelson Milk Chocolate Lanfear.
No on. Wrong match.
Naran calls the wrong match, but you know what? That's why we love him. That's why we call him Bruce
Forget I
Duffer.
said any of that. Forget. Everyone. All right? We're going to pretend
He
that
just
never
wasted that
happened.
entire intro.
Forget that.
material.
Do not listen to him. Scratch it.
Your next match of the evening, it's not a wrestling match, it's a jiu-jitsu match.
I was gonna say.
Introducing first, a black belt. He's 8-0 in Muay Thai. standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 98 kilos, fighting out of Armor BJJ by way of Adelaide. He once drank 8 beers without taking a piss.
Nice.
Jesse Hughes.
Guys, this guy is 5'7", 220.
That's the widest thing I've ever heard.
What a brick. Brick aesthetic.
And his opponent. He's a brown
Oh
belt,
my God, Dimitri.
standing at 6 feet tall, fighting out of Grappling Education. It's the human spanakopita, Dimitri Buka.
All right, the commentary booth is a bit biased right now, but we love Dimitri. I used to live with him even.
Dimitri Bukavalis, he does train at Grappling Education, so we are biased. He is our friend. He's got a
Honestly,
sweat.
wherever he trained, we would love Dimitri.
And guys, quick plug, Dimitri, if you notice, he's wearing an Axiom HSC tutoring shirt. If you guys want your kids to do on the
deep half.
HSC, you hire him.
Now, who wins here, deep
He's a
half or high
mathematician.
tripod? What's
Dimitri doesn't have an underhook though.
Why, Dimitri? Why?
He did have an
Classic
underhook.
Dimitri rushed straight into it without an underhook, concede bottom position.
No, I'm not stressing. I'm not stressing.
No, it's all in Dimitri's plan.
Frames, Dims.
Now, Dims is a bit of a unit, but this fella, 225.7, I don't really know how I would deal with that. Does he have a butterfly half game? Does Dimitri have that? We're going to find out.
Nice job, Dimitri pulling out his bottom leg, trying to scoop the far
A
leg.
bit of keymaster action. Is he going to pull him to the close guard, or is he going to look
This
to
is
the
a
legs?
really, really good idea from Dimitri here. Tito Carl in the corner of Dimitri, loving it right now.
Tito and Keller are going off, but the lads from Adelaide are really loving Jesse Hughes over here.
Nice job by Dims trying to pull out his bottom leg.
Now, Dim's getting camped on. He's trying to invert here.
Nice job scooping into the
Dimmy
far leg
wants
by
that
Dims
far
here.
leg. Yeah.
What can Dims do with it is the question. I've seen Dims get potentially counter leg locked a few times, but if this is not one of those times, then...
He needs to just watch his
Let's
own leg,
hope this
get
is
weight
one of
into
the
his leg
times.
immediately here.
Oh, Dimmy.
Nice
Dimmy
job
needs
by
to
Dims.
sit back on this, really
Nice
put
job-
weight on his
job by
opponent.
Dims. Oh, Bolo! Dimmy Bolos!
Krabliani's.
Needs to watch the inside heel hook though.
I feel like it's a good idea to really clear his knee before he goes for those bolo
Oh my god,
attempts.
this is
but
freaking me out. I really do not want to see Dimitri's leg get sawed.
Nice job by Dims. Now Dims is safe here. He's looking to scoop the far leg, which is a good idea here. He just needs to pummel his knee to the inside with the other leg. Nice, Dims. This is a good idea here.
I wonder if Jimmy would consider coming up on top from this position.
Dims needs to pummel his right
He
knee in before he
wants
goes
that
for this
far
crab
leg.
ride. He needs to pummel his right knee in first.
Can Dimitri get to the crab? He's
Nice.
currently
Now-
inverted.
Now he's in a better spot.
What's he going to do with it? Now, what does he have here?
He has his leg.
He's stuck in Asadashi.
Yeah.
Sort of modified.
Nice job by Dims getting weight into his leg here. I don't rate outside Ashi when you have a standing opponent. The guy on bottom here could be in danger of getting leg dragged if Dims bases correctly. Actually, they're in 50-50. They're not in outside Ashi. They're
No,
in
Dimitri's
50-50.
in knee bar territory.
Yeah, he needs to watch this knee bar. His opponent has a control of his far leg, which is going to help him start inverting to this knee bar. Nice job by Dims coming to a standing position here. He needs to
Oh,
pass.
Dimitri, get that left leg out of there, man.
He needs to start clearing the legs from his hip.
Oh,
Close
A-block.
guard, reverse close guard. He needs to watch the
Oh
A-block.
no, the toe hold attempt.
Kick the free leg.
Now, Dims has his legs together, which is the right thing to do here.
Yeah.
Dimitri needs to get both of his knees to one side of his body.
Yeah.
Right now, his knees are currently around the hips.
And he needs to start separating the lock that is holding him in the closed guard lock by moving backwards.
Now, reverse. Oh, and this is not good for Dims. Dims needs to start turning. You
Yeah,
know what?
this is a tricky position for Dims. So
Dimitri,
now
stop acting like a goose.
Jesse has complete
Yeah, you gotta watch
access
the
to
toe
Dimitri's
hold.
legs. He's got that
Nice job
reverse
getting
toe
weight back
hold.
into your leg.
Yeah, very.
Dimitri doing a good job getting back to weight
Now,
into
Dimitri
his
can stand
leg.
up straight and put a hand inside the gap as well.
Yeah.
But Jesse Hughes, honestly, I'm actually rating
Nice.
him. I never heard of Jesse
Good
Hughes before,
job.
but I rate the way that he's transitioning between positions.
4 minutes, almost points now for Dimitri.
That was
Let's see
pretty
if he can
close for
start getting
Dimitri.
to-
I feel like the leg engagements, Dimitri's Achilles heel.
But Dims has done a really good job
He-
fighting off
he
the leg
has.
entanglement so
Now, can
far.
Dimitri use the body lock
And
to
he's in
pass?
a body lock pass.
Here, we're going to see, I think, better work from Timmy.
Nice, Dims. Watch the knee.
Don't
Just
get
be
knee
wary
levered.
of the knee lever.
I feel like Freddie is trying to speak extra loud to coach from the commentary booth.
It's okay. Freddie just loves Dimitri.
Yeah,
now,
I love Dimitri so much.
honestly, I
I
am rating Jesse Hughes the way he's been able to hustle, but I think I'm seeing some signs of a man who's getting a bit tired. That being said, points have just begun, and Dimitri's looking a little bit like he's in a good spot to pass.
So half guard passing now. Dimi needs that far underhook and to bring his knee into Jesse's hip there.
I wish he would have kept the body lock and passed the half guard with the body lock. You see J-Rod do that to Tynan most recently.
Yeah, he's kind of lost that top. He gave up that underhook.
Going to a split squat now,
He
looking
had
to
an
a knee cut pass.
excellent position.
Dims has a really good knee cut pass, probably comfortable in this position.
What can
Yeah, so
Dims do here?
if he walked Jesse's knees to the center, he could start freeing that knee and being able to tripod up. I'm not sure what he's fighting with the hands there.
Wow, this is a crazy spot. Dimitri's looking good, but I feel like this guy Jesse Hughes, he's got that old guy black belt game where he actually plays these weird spots.
Yeah, well, Dims did get swept earlier from deep half, so he's probably being just a little bit wary of going back into that position.
I think a good option would be to bring his right knee across to Jesse's far hip and pass towards mount rather than go for the knee cut.
Try
without
to
that
row drag.
underhook.
Over back passing. This is a lot better. I like this style of passing from Dimitri here. Switching to an over back grip.
Now remember, Jesse Hughes is 5'7" and really heavy, so those legs are locked. Dimitri's big size, 500 foot.
Dimitri's like pretty much free leg, aside
Now,
from his
back
foot.
in a deep half situation.
But Dimitri's in front headlock now.
Yeah, yeah.
Front headlock from half guard.
Nice.
My least favorite.
You can start using the front headlock to pass, to mount. Look,
Jesse's doing a good
I don't
job
like the way
of
that Jesse's
stopping
stalling here. It's
Dimi
really
to
annoying.
pummel that foot over the top. But what else can Jesse do aside from like letting Dimi go all the way to mount and get guillotine from mount?
All right, fair enough.
That's why it's like, it's a tricky position because if the top person can't really get any leverage to attack the strangles, all the bottom person can do is to kind of hold on, so they end up stuck.
Yeah, I'd like to see Tito called for outside passing, and I agree, man. I want to see Dims start getting back outside. These big guys, they struggle when people start putting on outside passing. But Dims is doing a good job here. A lot
Honestly,
of pressure.
Jesse's guard's been pretty good. I feel like Dimi will be more effective from this spot. But I think he should work towards getting a crossface
How long we got left?
and honestly working towards that
Minute 30
underhook.
left in this match.
A minute
Now he
30?
has a near side underhook. This is
Yeah,
a
so
lot
he
better
can
for
go to
Dims with
high
the
tripod
head block.
passing. This is an
Now
awesome
it's rough.
spot.
He just needs to be wary of when he does pass and mount, not getting bridged off. You do see this happen.
Oh, and he passes.
Here we go.
And scores.
3
Amazing.
points, 3
That
points.
passing is fresh as.
Yeah, beautiful
Straight
passing
out.
by Dims.
I think Dimitri actually knows how to play the mount position. A lot of people struggle with playing the mount, but Dimitri...
I think Dims has good pins, especially back pins, which he's looking for it now. Dims has really good back attacks. If he gets on the back here, I think he's going to get the finish.
Oh, that was nice. Well, I mean,
And the points?
nice effort to keep Jesse's back covered as Jesse tried to turn his hips up.
Yeah, he needs to get an underhook or take him to the other side. He needs to get an underhook or take him to the other side.
Well, Jesse's like trying to misalign his hips and
Dims
like
get
walk
an
out.
underhook on the bottom side.
Dimi's doing a really good job of keeping the back. But I think he's too thick to body
Get
triangle.
your down leg out of there, Dimitri.
This is a little bit dangerous with Dimitri. He needs to clear that outside leg. He shouldn't be. He's going to attack the toe hold from there.
Just watch the reaping leg. Nice job, Dims. Leg drag here, leg drag here, leg.
Get that seatbelt, Dimitri.
Nice,
Oh,
Dims.
I should have been calling this guy. Honestly, I'm actually impressed with the way
We
Jesse
love
Hughes
Dimitri way
just
too
keeps
much.
fighting. But Dimitri, he's going to get it done now, I think. How long have we got left here, Freddie?
We've got about 20 seconds left.
20 seconds left and
Dims
gift
looks
wraps.
like-
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he's taken that top underhook and that seat belt, so he pins his chest to Jesse's back. He can retake the back. Armbar attempt.
Oh, Victor's rolling to the legs. Oh, K-guard now by Dims. I'm loving this. Oh, knee bar.
It was a toe. Is it? Oh my days! It's a huge.
That's a
toe.
crazy ending to a match.
Crazy ending.
Amazing work from Dimitri, but oh man, Jesse Hughes, I don't know who this guy is, but I'm impressed.
Yeah, Jesse did a great job.
Jesse actually had really good
Jesse did a
guard
great
attacks.
job.
And that armbar Dims went for, if he hit that, it would have been, that would have got the money.
I thought he was going to take the back.
Blood. We have a commentary, not the medical staff, but we're
Yeah,
doing it all.
Winston, the silly ref over here, asking us for wet wipes. I'm the commentator, bro.
He's bleeding. The guy's bleeding.
Yeah, someone's bleeding out here.
great match, both by Jesse and Dimitri. Jesse did really well in the earlier stages of the match, getting that deep half sweep, but Dimitri at the end of the day comes out on top.
Big Dims, Big Creek.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner on points, Dimitri Bukovalis.
Good work from Big Dims.
Guys, for the people saying why we're glazing Dimitri, yes, we trained him, but guys, at the end of the day, I just love Greeks. I love this man too much. I had to support him.
75 Australian dollars. Dimitri, you're a highly intelligent man. You're impossibly handsome. You're desired by men from Athens to Brighton, Les Sands. You're a slightly above average grappler. What else is there in this crazy thing we call life for Dimitri Bukovalis?
Not much, eh? Not much. Look at this match, not much. But, you know, he's a black belt, so you can't stuff around with him. Maybe a bit tactical. That was a bit boring, but...
It was a great match. I thought you were in real trouble. You seemed like he had you in the reverse close guard, which is a ridiculous position. Nobody ever played. Kids never do reverse close guard. It's ridiculous. But anyway, he had you in a toe hold. It looked like you were in a lot of danger. And then at one point, you just like lay back. Like you were that statue of Christ in Brazil.
Yeah, I was in a lot of danger. I didn't want to like accept the close guard or the reverse one, because that would have been even worse, you know? So I'm like, all right, stop it. He gets told or he doesn't, but I'm getting out, you know? That's what it is.
That was awesome. And then when you got the back, everybody knows when you get the back, it's pretty much over. Fantastic fight, Dimitri. Congratulations.
Thanks, mate. Thanks to my opponent as well.
Great match.
Oh man, what a match. And to this fella AJ who thinks that we're glazing, yes we are. I'll tell you something right now. This is Grappling Education. I used to live with Dimitri. This guy loves Dimitri. And Janice, well, she's in the Dimitri fan club. In fact, she actually founded it.
Exactly.
So unfortunately, when Dimitri comes on here, he's going to get glazed.
Exactly.
AJ, I'm very sorry.
And
now,
we have the next match coming up, guys. SK versus Nico. For me, this is the most anticipated match of the evening. Both guys really high level. And I just think that the style matchup between these two is going to make for a really entertaining match. Nico has an MMA background, super athletic, and SK well-rounded guy coming off of a great RNC submission in his last match.
It's going down, guys.
That is another person I'm glazing, SK.
Yeah, SK is, man, he's shown out on this show. He's a guy that I've trained with, and I think he's really underrated. He can play bottom, top position, really good wrestling, good back attacks. He can really do it all. And again, he's out of SWA. They've had a good run so far tonight, so I'm excited to watch him. Lucas is going to be in his corner, so it's going to be a great match.
Let's see if he plays Lucas Kennard style.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening, introducing first up Purple Belt. He's a dirty guard puller. He stands at 6 feet tall, weighing in at 73 kilos, fighting out of SWA. The SK Submission King, Muhammad Kazi. And his opponent, a purple belt, samurai style. He stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 77 kilos, fighting out of MMA FFT by way of Gradara, Italy. He's the two-time Italian blue belt champion, the Italian samurai, Niccolo Generali.
That's an Italian name. One thing I appreciate about SK is a few years ago, they used to always roast him at Sydney Wrestling Academy, but he just stayed locked in. Now he's one of their best students.
It's like the kid that gets bullied in school. You can either turn out to be the school shooter or you turn out to be Elon Musk.
Really interesting to see SK pull guard.
Whoa.
Nico has some pretty good athletic
I
outside
do
passing.
think Nico has some good wrestling, so maybe SK thinks that.
Unfortunately, feinting doesn't work like that in the guard.
I think SK probably sees the route of victory towards the leg lock game, seeing that Nico does have an MMA background. He might not be as in tune with the legs.
Oh, well.
I feel like that is a strategy that most jiu-jitsu people would use against MMA people.
Nico on a single under stack right now, but doesn't look too threatening.
All right, this is interesting. I think that Nico has a few holes in his method of passing here.
I think Nico does quite a lot of jiu-jitsu.
All right, that was cool.
But to what extent he will utilize it, I'm not sure.
He's a pretty athletic guy, and he does have a good job of getting outside of the legs initially. I just think that his ability to chain multiple passes together needs a little bit of work, and let's see who's going to show that in this match. But his first initial attempt is always quite strong.
Yeah, I think it's like the explosiveness. So it's like explosively like diving into a pass, jumping into a pass, and I hope it's seeing where that goes.
These guys like Nico that are really good at staying on the outside, they're quite hard to attach. You see SK, he hasn't really had too many meaningful grips so far in the match. Anytime he gets a grip, Nico sort of
It seems like SK is kind of waiting for Nico to engage.
Yeah, and it's sort of this style of darting in and out. You notice he attempts a pass and he backs away. He attempts a pass and he backs away.
I love it how when someone does a cartwheel pass, everyone goes, ooh.
Nice.
And it usually doesn't work.
But they never pass.
Looking for a cross grip pass, Nico, now.
Yeah, I think if Nico really worked his way to either a leg drag or a thigh drag, he could have gotten towards a pass.
Okay, now SK is actually within a guard. We'll see if he can slow down Nico's athletic style and start entering into the legs. Probably going to look to scoop his leg.
Let's see if Nico tries to actually start standing to break open the guard. Or is he going to try and attack arms or something from here? He's kind of holding on to SK's wrists.
I think whenever the top guy starts attacking submissions in close guard,
Nico broke open SK's close guard with the old school white belt kneeling guard pass.
Now, can SK make an advantage here? How long do we have here, Freddie?
We still have 5 minutes left.
5 minutes left. I haven't seen a lot, honestly. Right now, ref decisions, it's going to be looking at Nico, but
yeah, just based on like
as we've seen all the time, when that point situation starts, it gets really weird.
Nico actually gets into really good passing positions, but he kind of doesn't seem to know how to finish it.
It's just he has a good first initial attempt, and then after that he sort of backs away. He darts in and out.
That was pretty
That's
sick.
crazy. He's going to finish that.
I love it.
SK,
That's the Andy
coil lock, coil lock.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, very nice.
Foot to chest.
That was actually very nice. The
Great
opportunistic,
retention.
yeah.
Good retention by SK. Good foot to chest.
Great retention.
Nico chained together one pass, and what do you know? He got to the outside at a really good angle.
I sort of rate the way this guy's passing, even though it's crazy.
It's pretty nice
I
leg
want to see
drag.
any more
Nice
cartwheel
leg
pass.
drag.
Oh, he's put himself
He
in the
got to be
triangle.
careful not to get stack passed off
He did a
the
good
line.
job.
Oh!
Dude, that is hilarious. Like, man, if he wins this match, that'd be funny as.
Actually,
SK is definitely a big
I
favorite.
rate that.
Yeah. Ali calling for strong connections. It can be hard to make connections against these really athletic outside passes.
I kind of feel like Nico's unpredictable as well.
This guy's the most unpredictable guy I've ever seen. He tried a backflip off of looking away.
Points.
And points are on now, fellas.
I haven't really seen SK be able to set up any real attacks. But I think he kind of has to wait for Nico to engage before he can set up a counter.
Now we got some camping going on here.
Nice job pulling out his bottom leg. SK wants to scoop that far leg so bad. He's doing everything he can to get close to that far leg.
Yeah, SK doing a good job with the key master. But,
Oh, you gotta watch the kneecap.
Quite tricky.
You gotta watch the kneecap.
Man, Nico's tricky as.
I think SK's leg was too short to hold on to that key master.
I think, honestly, I think that SK is getting a little frustrated and a bit overwhelmed with the way that Nico is using this game. And oftentimes people who play this crazy game, they get tired and they stop doing it. But
I don't think Nico gets tired of this style of passing.
Oh, very north-south.
he does a good job. Is he going to go behind and score?
He's gonna have to turtle.
Yeah.
Nice
He's got the seatbelt.
I feel like that is kind of losing. Like, SK would feel that
Nice
he'd
job
lost.
getting on the leg now. Knee line is...
Oh, inside heel look!
Oh my god,
That was
all it takes
beautiful.
is one transition.
That was really nice.
Really good showing from Nico though, man. He had really good passing sequences.
Yeah.
It's just the moment he got entered on the legs.
Wow, man, honestly, I rated that Nico. But man, SK, he's just got the submissions. He's got the attacks from everywhere.
Yeah.
As you saw there, bottom
SK
turtle.
stands for Submission King, and we saw it here
I was going to
tonight.
ask you to explain what SK
Your winner
stood
by
for.
submission, Mohammed Gase.
What is the other meaning?
I don't know if I can say too much, but a Submission King is the one that we're going with tonight. He gets the sub.
Hardcore.
He still retains his title of Submission King.
Mohammed, I think this is your money. You're going to have to make sure that it's the right amount.
SK3 back-to-back
So
wins on
congratulations,
Grappling Mania.
Mohammed. That was a
Subs.
pretty interesting fight. He had some crazy athleticism, jumping, like sort of cartwheel guard passes. Looked like he finally passed your guard, and it was maybe getting your back. and then all of a sudden you pulled out a leg lock. What happened there?
I knew he would get tired eventually. I gave him.
Did you give him your back? Are you saying you gave him your back?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
That's a great strategy. Well done. Because I think I heard Lucas saying get to close guard. He wanted you to scoop the leg, and you were like, no, I'm going to give him my back. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, better strategy.
Absolutely. Muhammad Ghazi, strategic mastermind, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys.
We've seen so many heel finishes tonight.
What a match. Guys,
That's
remember, you
amazing.
can always buy Grapple Mania merch on the Grapple Mania website. You can find it in the Grapple Mania Instagram bio. All our cool shirts, all our cool merch. Guys, the shirts are legendary. You should hop in there and get something cool because, guys, the shirts around here are epic. And remember, also, you can donate money for the winners in these matches before the match happens. So maybe you donate some money for one guy, he loses, his opponent gets paid. It's all a gamble. We love gambling in Australia. It's our favorite thing to do. All right, we have the most gambling machines in the world, and it's just one of the things we love to do out here. So gamble on your favorite guys, and remember, every time you gamble, you make money.
Yeah, guys, so the match that's coming up next is going to be a wrestling match. Takedowns only. First to 10 points, I'm pretty sure. 6-minute match. Jeffrey is going to be in it. Jeffrey's had one of these matches on Grapple Mania before against Peter Gallant. He's got a little bit of experience in this rule set. And we're going to get the show on the road now, guys.
Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening. Some of you may experience a sense of deja vu when I introduce this fight. Introducing first, it's a wrestling super fight. First to 10, BJ. Introducing first, a purple belt. He's a youthful fighter, standing at 5 foot 10 inches tall, weighing 84 kilos, fighting out of SJJ Crow's Nest from the slums of East Zimbabwe. The world's largest Afro in 2019, Nelson Milk Chocolate Lenbeer.
Guys, we have 7 great matches lined up right now. First up, Big Nelson. He's a bit of a unit. And he's African. He's a freaking legend.
And his opponent, a black belt, bully-style fighter.
Black belt, that's
He
scary.
stands at 6 feet tall, weighing in at 91 kilos, fighting out of SWA and Gracie Baja Gladesville by way of Harare, Zimbabwe. The Throwdown Showdown champion, the Prince of Wakanda, Jeffrey Musindire.
Wow, he's a Prince of Wakanda and from Zimbabwe. Crazy combination. Now this guy, now there's some John Cena going on here. I'll tell you what, this is the black belt John Cena.
It's milk chocolate versus dark chocolate.
Oh, he's got wrestling shoes.
Wrestling shoes on. Do
That's
both
hard.
gentlemen have wrestling shoes on?
That's a smart idea.
Dude.
So this is the match that's for all the people that watch Jiu-Jitsu, but they only want the wrestling part and they hate the actual Jiu-Jitsu part.
Now, guys,
So,
remember,
no Jiu-Jitsu.
a high amplitude throw scores more.
Yeah.
So if they hit something crazy, Haragoshi, one of these big suplexes, 4 points. 2 points for a classic takedown, single leg, double leg. And if you take them down on the pit wall, it's only 1 point. First 10 wins.
Jeffrey has wrestling shoes on despite Nelson not wearing wrestling shoes. Did he not get the memo? That is a huge advantage.
He's got him on the pit wall. Is he going to score the 1 point now? He shot there just without any setup, but it got him right across the mat. I really rate the way that Jeffrey shoots and wrestles. On the pit wall, honestly, the best techniques I see are usually ankle picks.
Yeah, agreed.
It's very hard to pick someone up off the wall unless you're Tito.
Oh, he's going to go for a high amplitude. Jeffrey just wants to do a big throw at all costs.
Now, these guys are both really going after each other on social medias.
If he does lock his hands around both the legs, he can start lifting.
Usually the best thing for the guy on the pit wall is to take some sort of like crotch lock. Usually is one of the best things I've seen, but Nelson using a bit more of a unconventional headlock situation. Now, I think Jeffrey, he said, get off this pit wall. I don't want my 1 point, I want 4.
Jeffrey has a really nice Dagestani handcuff here on the far side.
It's not going to help him take him down, but it's just holding him in place.
Yeah, unfortunately, it means he can't get him off the wall. It's like they end up sort of being stuck. Oh, here we go, actually.
Suplex him off the wall is not going to be easy. To them right now.
Oh, nice reversal by Nelson.
Is Nelson going to finish this? I can't see.
They have gone out of our line of sight. I'm trying to watch it on the stream. Winston loves letting it go into the crowd.
I love that. Does anyone score off that? 1 point.
1 point.
And who is that to?
To who?
I think that's 1 point
I
to
don't even know if Winston
Nelson.
I couldn't even see who ended up getting a takedown.
Winston looked confused as who's the one who was going to.
That's right. Jeffrey really a nice crouch stance, but his legs are a bit straight.
A point to Nelson.
Are you
Nice
serious?
wrist snap.
Get the kids out of here!
Oh my days! Straight
children.
into the children.
The children. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
I can't believe that.
That was a really good sequence. Wrist snap by
Get the kids on the outskirts, please.
It's a really good single leg attempt by Nelson there. Another wrist snap.
Oh, good
that
job.
was beautiful.
Wow, Nelson's quite athletic.
Oh my God, these times are going for it. Jeffrey ends up on top off of the
And I
lat
think
drop.
that'll be a 2 for that lat drop. Sasai, sort of. 2 for Jeffrey, 1 for Nelson.
Winston says 2.
2-1, Jeffrey Musandir. Now we've got everyone in the whole room yelling Jeffrey, but Nelson needs some love. He's honestly super athletic in here. Oh, 2-1 Russian. What's he gonna do with it? Oh, he's up.
Oh, sits through with the Russian.
Beautiful, I'm loving it. Oh, but he's...
Oh, he's going to pick him up. Nice job getting on the single. Rear body lock. It's going to be a mat return. Oh my God.
Dude, these guys are so good.
Nice. Jeffrey trying to
Jeffrey
get a
wants
lift.
the suplex from the rear body.
Oh!
I think Jeffrey needs to give up on the
doesn't
first.
care, man. Winston
The
doesn't
children.
care.
They actually went over a girl.
Winston needs to call
Oh
it
my
earlier.
gosh.
What is he doing?
A girl just got absolutely destroyed. People are laughing, but in my opinion, I think this is not a laughing matter.
Winston
Oh my
calling for the
God.
back. He doesn't care. Dude, Winston needs
I
to
don't
call
think
earlier.
the crowd cares either. Like one of them is dead, but the
Someone
rest are
just passed
happy.
away. I think she's
the
crying.
kids are cheering.
I know the crowd's loving it.
A
but
girl just got
man.
squashed. She's crying. We're just gonna let this go on.
Okay, kids, can we move back?
Let's
We
move the
need to
children off
have
the
all of you
mat. Back,
survive.
back, back.
What is going on? What? That's toilet paper Winston's holding.
We got to wipe with the toilet paper out here.
They were literally standing out of bounds already in wrestling, and they did not call the out of bounds.
No, Winston's letting it go. Winston wants videos and highlights only. We're calling this an intermission. Come on, boys. Let's get in there. This is crazy.
Brother, we are the commentators.
It's not working?
And the match is back on.
And we're back in.
Jeffrey
Blast.
straight away runs the double. He's going to get him down here, looks like. He's
Dude,
gonna get the
Jeffrey's a
rear body
good-ass
lock.
wrestler.
Nice job in rear body lock now.
I don't know if they score 2. I
He's
think
gonna
they have to hit him on the back.
He's looking for the suplex here.
He's using a leg. Oh, cradle.
He's going to sit him through with
Pin.
the cradle.
On top and pin, brother.
Oh my God. Back in rear body lock now.
Ankle pack.
Nice
Yeah, good
ankle pick, beautiful.
Man, this match is crazy. I'm worried that the scoring is a bit tricky because Nelson keeps going to a 4-point or a total and not getting scored on.
So guys, is there a definition for what constitutes high amplitude though?
Yep, when it goes
When I hear a
crazy.
smack.
So when it's just really hectic?
I think it's when someone gets elevated completely
So
off
both
of the ground.
feet off the ground.
No, not quite. It's when it goes over the hip.
Interesting.
Now,
I actually think Nelson's doing an amazing job of recovering from Jeffrey's throws. So he's really good at like turning his hips in the air so that he doesn't end up back down towards the ground.
Nelson doing a good job of not getting sat down against the wall.
I'm not sure if these guys have actually come and trained against the pit, but it's also a bit different taking them down off the pit than it is to a cage wall. So it may be that Jeffrey just doesn't exactly know. Oh, well, no sooner said than done. Jeffrey gets a double leg.
That'll be 1. Crazy match. Honestly, I'm tired of just commentating it. Now, Nelson's cooked. Nelson is super cooked. He has to go crazy. He's down by, what, 3 points or 2 points?
It's 3-1 right now. Jeffrey's up.
Nelson needs to hit something crazy.
Nice.
If Nelson gets one takedown here, he scores.
Oh,
nice ankle pick.
Ankle pick off the Wizard.
Jeffrey gets ran against the pit.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he scores that one.
Jeffrey gets sat down.
That's got to be a point for Nelson.
Oh my gosh. 3-2. 3-2. Stop Jordan Burrow stuff. Jordan Burrow always scoring 1 point.
40 seconds to go.
Oh my goodness.
Nelson is breathing heavy. We want to see something big here.
Oh, nice reshot by Nelson.
Oh, my days.
Nice lat drop.
Beautiful reversal from Jeffrey.
Winston calls it. 2.
Big 2 points. I think that could have just sealed the deal. Let's see what
I actually love the score of 2 because it's the most billable score. Last 20 seconds.
Oh, that wrist snap. We've seen that multiple times.
What a match. The shots got really poor towards the end.
Oh! Wow.
Both men so
That's
tired.
an amazing match.
Jeffrey sits down.
Yeah.
You guys are done. Far out.
They pushed all the way to the end.
6 minutes of wrestling is no joke, man.
The crowd is on the V. The crowd loves it so much.
What a match. Put the crazy bar chance for the children. They've been indoctrinated from a young age.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner
That's
by
why they were
points,
sitting in the front.
Jeffrey Musundere.
What an effort. Far out. Those children love it.
Congratulations, Jeffrey. There's some money. You can sit down. Yeah, we can do it sitting. You want to sit it? Yeah. So that was an unbelievable fight. I was especially interested by the way you threw your opponent into a group of children. Is that something that you practice at the gym?
He threw me. I have no problem with it. But if we're gonna set the story straight, he threw me. You know, I'm an old man. It's very, very difficult to fight against that much strength and power and ferocity. But through technique, you know, anything's possible.
That was unbelievable. Is there anybody else that you want to wrestle?
I got two things I want to say. Oh, three. First and foremost, I'm here for my gym, Principal Glaseville. Saturdays, you know, we have the Princess team ran by Gabriella over there, you know, for the little girls who want to train, go hard. Competitions are expensive. Having a place where, you know, every gym's welcome to come in, pop in, that's something that's very important to me, to open my gym and have it as a space very similar, inspired by Ali and Lucas at SWA, having that culture in that space of good jiu-jitsu open to everyone. Jerky Lab. You guys see me out beef with everyone. Best beef at Jerky Lab. I think after that showing, he owes me 3 bags of jerky. I want 5. I want 5 bags of jerky for fighting that guy. And the last one, call out. New South Wales Wrestling, Australia Wrestling. I'm over here representing you guys, because none of you show up. 85 kilos, anyone you can send them over my way. I'll send them back in 2 pieces.
Yeah! That was hard. What a line.
Jeffrey Mushenderi.
Hard line by Jeffrey. He calls out New South Wales Wrestling. He wants a match on Grapple Mania. I'll be excited to see that. Jeffrey's 2-0 in this rule set on Grapple Mania. It'd be interesting to see how the traditional wrestling guys go with pit wrestling combined. That'll be extremely interesting.
That was wild. The rule set's crazy. One score off the wall, and I feel like Jeffrey could have scored a lot more points if he wanted to just use the pit wall to score.
Yeah,
I think he was looking for high amplitude. He's looking to put a name for himself, and like he said, send him back in 2 pieces.
Agreed, yeah. He was looking for the high amplitude throws, couldn't get it. Interested to see if he uses the pit a lot more if he goes up against one of these wrestling guys.
What a crazy match.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening. Introducing first a black belt. She's a this and that style fighter. Fighting out of SWA. Gase Sanita.
Big match coming up, guys. Gase from Sydney Wrestling Academy.
And her opponent, a purple belt, Spazzy Styles. She stands at 5 foot 7 inches tall, weighing in at 69 kilos, fighting out of M1FC by way of Perth, Western Australia. She was the 2024 No-Gi Masters World Champion, Steph Swolders Robinson.
Interesting. Awesome match coming up here. We got
So
Perth
this
versus
match,
Sydney.
yeah, Steph Robinson's flown all the way from Perth, so she's always looking for a match. Her opponent was Miranda Pierce, who pulled out like 2 days ago due to health concerns. So we tried to match her up with someone else. Unfortunately, Gase was the only one available. So Steph's so game, she's like, okay, Gase is like the toughest match I could possibly get, but I'll take it.
Gase is super tough, man. Good pressure passing, extremely strong.
She came second at trials.
Second at trials. She has a title fight on Fusion coming up, guys. She's MMA background, super tough. She's sitting into saddle. Are you
sat
serious?
straight into saddle. Oh my days.
This
is
just
not the first time I've
ridiculous.
seen this
This is
happen.
ridiculous.
Is she going to get a quick one here, guys?
Gase is so
Oh,
well-rounded.
Gase is locked
She's
up
gonna
the
get the
inside
inside
hook.
No, I think the second leg's in the way. Oh, no. Is it? No.
Steph's doing a good job of turning that knee.
Steph
So
turning.
yeah, she's lost the angle.
Nice job by Steph.
Now's
Good
the right time to
saddle.
pass
Yeah, so
across.
now Steph really needs to start pushing Gase's knees away and clearing her own knee out.
Good saddle
Oh.
defense. Man, Gase.
Gase is just so
I remember
strong.
last time that Steph was here, she was in some deep submissions. She just ate it. So hopefully no
Yeah,
breakages.
last time she versed Chloe. So last time Steph won by knee bar.
Yeah, she looks pretty cute on with the leg entanglement game. She's not too out of water here. Man, is this going to be a Felipe Pena style back take? Oh my god.
Oh, this isn't actually a bad position for Steph if she can really start to
Yeah,
push
she-
Gase's legs down and free her knee.
Yeah. She's, man, Gase inverting, man. This, Gase is so talented.
She's evolving.
I mean,
I feel like Gase is a fearsome woman.
Yeah, she's like super tough, pressure-based fighter, and she's out here inverting into saddle. Like, what the hell is going on?
I think she's very versatile too.
Lucas Kennard's style. As the,
So I think there's some
oh my
MMA
God,
fighters who are
and it's-
really
She's in a knee
one-sided.
bar here. She's in a knee bar.
Oh my days. She's
Oh my God.
hyperextended that
Oh my
leg.
God.
Oh,
Gase
I don't
is
want to
sending this knee bar.
I can't even watch.
Steph must have rubber knees.
Oh
my God.
Jesus
Gase gets it done. I
She
think
was
when it
in
comes
that extended knee bar for like 20 seconds.
when it comes to not tapping, I think Gase is an exception.
Oh my God.
I've broken out in a sweat.
That would have broken my leg in 100
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner
directions.
by knee bar, Gase Sanita.
Great submission by
Yeah, that was
Gase.
an excellent submission, but also just an awesome attempt at defending from Steph with first few attacks.
Gase, congratulations. She's a world champion. I think she's one of 3 world champions who are fighting tonight. It's incredible the level we have. And obviously a black belt like you did fantastically last Grapple Mania as well. How'd you feel out there?
Good.
I know Gase is a woman of few words. Is the knee bar, is that something that you like to use a lot?
I love a good knee bar, but my darling challenged me tonight and told me $100 if I could a knee bar. So, my darling, you owe me $100.
Okay. Having your own personal bets, that's awesome. Okay, congratulations, Gase Sanita, ladies and gentlemen.
What a submission, holy moly.
That was easy money for Gase.
Man.
And she just took the submission that she wanted, not even what she could get.
Win or lose, you walk off that mat knowing exactly where you're at. Respect the process.
Alrighty guys, we are back on commentary. That match was amazing. Great submission win via knee bar for Gase. We're moving on to our next match, which is one of my most anticipated matches of the evening. It's Harrison Everett and Hayden Bailey. Hayden coming off of a win at Grapple Mania, and Harrison Everett coming off Giles Trials. You heard that right. Bilal's in the comments saying, Frederick, I love you. Itchbay, I love you too. Bilal took out the Giles Trials. He's going to be on CGI. Harrison was on the show, had a great showing against Urosh, took him down. Urosh is no joke, beating likes of Josh Saunders as Urosh has, and Harrison went out there as a blue belt and put on a great showing.
Right after the ad break, guys.
Win or lose, you walk off. Win or lose, you walk off that mat knowing exactly where you're at. Win or lose, you walk off that mat knowing exactly where you're at. Respect the process.
Alrighty guys, now onto the Grapple Mania 19 main card brought to you by Humble Fightwear. For match 16, we have Harrison Everett versus Hayden Bailey. Harrison, been around the scene a bunch, seasoned guy, even though he's just a blue belt, he's just coming off of competing on the CGR Giles Trials where he had an impressive match against Urosh. Hayden Bailey, Grapple Mania veteran, he's been on the show before, beating Geronimo Carl, and he's coming in prepared and ready to have a match with Harrison. Match 17 on the card, we have two ladies going at it. We have Serena and Jackie Hughes. Jackie, her husband's competing in the main event for this card, so she has something to fight for. And Serena coming off a match with Adele Fawn Arena, the best in the world. She has a lot of experience, matches on Subversion, matches on M16. So Serena is coming in ready and prepared. I'm excited for that match.
All right, now we got the big boys. We have Big Habib versus Caleb. Caleb's leading the team off in Adelaide, so he's coming down to try and take out Big Habib, who recently just got his black belt. Okay, both boys like to do a lot of stand-up, but I see that Caleb also likes to play guard as a big guy, so that will be very interesting to see. After that, we have Zack Angeleski. Obviously, Zack got a super fast finish last time he was here on Grapple Mania, and he's going to be fighting Tyler Pomeroy. He's coming from Adelaide, and he's also a brown belt, so that's going to be a super exciting match.
Guys, moving on to the main event, we have two black belts, Daniel Lowe versus Nick Hughes. Daniel's been on the show before. From memory, he got a quick sub on the card, and then Nick coming all the way from Adelaide. His wife is competing on the card, so the duos on the card, they both have something to fight for. Guys, if you guys know, every single time there's a main event in Grapple Mania, it's always an entertaining match, so super excited for the night. Come on down, Humble Fightwear sponsoring the main event.
Shout out to Humble Fightwear. You can use code MILK15 for a discount. We love you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening. And by the way, for all you kids in the front row, these are big boys, so be careful.
What I think will happen is
Introducing first, a purple belt leg locker. He stands
again.
at 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 100 kilos. Fighting out of Grappling Factory by way of Brisbane. He's the Who's Next winner, Hayden Big Baby Haley.
Big Baby.
Big Baby versus Bag of Milk.
What a combo. Do not hit your head. Alright, good luck. This guy's been on a tear recently.
And his opponent, a blue belt, Canard style fighter. He's taller than Nick. He weighs 100 kilos, fighting out of SWA by way of North Rocks. He's a CJI Trials first round veteran, Harrison on a bulk Everett.
Harrison Everett, what a guy.
That's right. Harrison Everett weighing in at 100 kilos today. This guy
Describes
was
himself
88
as a
kilos
bag
a
of
week
milk.
ago.
I've heard people say they often wonder how someone so unathletic looking as Harrison Everett can be so good. But I don't feel like he's that unathletic looking. He just looks like an average
pulling
standard white
guard.
guy.
Really surprised he pulled guard.
This is going to be a great test for Hayden. He's been honestly winning a lot of matches in a row.
Sitting back into a leg entanglement he is.
Usually we see a lot of Harrison's passing.
Yeah.
He's pretty adept at it.
Harry does have very good passing, but he's also no slouch on the legs. He's not easy to leg lock. Nice job inverting a reverse K here, looking for a backside of saddle entry.
It's like,
Nice.
I thought he might be trying to hit the crab
Nice
rider.
saddle entry here.
He's looking very sharp.
He's got that Mikey look. In fact, he had that grip on
Hayden's doing a
with
good
the
job here
shoulder.
actually counteracting it with the crab.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Oh, a bowler?
Stepping back into a bowler situation.
Wow.
Hey,
This is a cool.
nice armbar.
Oh my god, this guy is tough as.
Nice. Hayden
Some
looking really
nice
good.
chained
But
attacks there from
Harrison's passing is pretty
Harrison's
good.
passing is really good. I think it's going to be really hard to hold him off here, man. But Hayden looking good, man.
Can Hayden stand up out here? I mean, I don't really understand Hayden's game, but I know he loves knee bars.
Yeah, he does have a good bottom position game. I have seen him play bottom position, but man, Harrison's passing I think is really, really high class.
I'm interested to see if he can maintain his old pace at his new weight.
Man, really nice sliding ashy entry by
This guy's
Hayden.
so athletic for his size.
Yeah,
This
it's
guy
pretty
Hayden.
unusual to see
Oh,
someone
wedging back, take
who's so
attempt.
mobile
He's on the toe.
and aggressively
Harrison's gonna be
attacking
hard
from the
to
guard as Hayden.
It's really hard to sub Harry on the legs. He's very cute on with the leg game.
Dude, this guy Hayden is a beast. Like, what the heck?
This is a really good
Look at this
match for Harrison because we're starting to see all facets of his game. He's playing a lot of bottom position in his game, which we typically don't see.
That's true. And I wonder how his game's evolved since he's gotten a bit heavier.
Yeah, he's still looking good. He's always known for his cardio, and I think we're still going to see he has really strong cardio. Nice, sitting back on the leg again.
Hayden does a good job with his entries, but
It looks like Hayden's got a dig
Now,
on
I feel
that
like-
outside heel hook, but
I think the winner of this match may be a contender to fight Tito Kyle, who has a pretty high bounty himself.
Nice hip switch to
wow, what a
north-south by
pass. That was
Harrison.
as clean as.
That was beautiful.
oh, it's a good recovery there from Hayden. He bridged out of that.
Hayden,
Nice
oh,
hip switch
man, nice
again,
work.
man. Harrison, beautiful passing.
I'll rate
Hayden
that.
manages to turtle again.
Hayden's Hayden's retention is
Straight
just being
into that
matched
leg
with
drag.
really good passing every time.
Yeah, man, beautiful passing by Harrison. Probably going to look for it.
And that leg trap pass is just beautiful from him.
Oh, he's
Nice
given
knee cut by
Harrison that
Harry.
underhook as well.
Dude, this guy Hayden's fitness game is
Yeah.
pretty hardcore.
Yeah, Hayden's doing a good job of recovering his guard, but the passing chains by Harrison is so impressive, man.
I'm always impressed by Harrison's guard sequences. He's got really good timing as
A bit
well.
lazy there with the back step.
Yeah. It seems like both these guys have like moments of brilliance.
Yeah, there's a... Oh, nice bolo by Harry! Let's see if he can get his hook
But look,
in.
maybe Hayden will pull out his
Oh,
brilliance now, you know?
Hayden's got his hips to the
Crazy
ground.
match.
Hayden looking to potentially attack the legs.
I like
from
the
this
transition in this
position.
match. I mean, for two guys who are 100 kilos.
Control the far shoulder, Harrison.
Hayden
needs.
looks like I thought he was going to sit for a knee bar there.
And so many transitions between these two guys. He
Nice
sits back on the
spin.
leg again. That knee bar. He's looking for that saddle entry
He loves
multiple
that thing.
times. But Harry, he's so good at hiding his heel here. You saw against.
I think the best bet on that roll through is going to be to pass it to the outside.
Yeah.
But, oh. Wall block.
Hayden has a pretty deep saddle.
Oh,
there.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the right
and
idea.
exactly what Seb called for.
And
This
can he
is a
put,
really
if he takes
hard
his knee to the ground, he's going to have this.
You could
Oh,
start
man, that's
dragging the
tight
far
as.
leg over for the
Oh,
Z-lock
Harry
as
looking
well.
for his own toe hold in this position. I've seen this work before.
Oh, imagine.
Nice job by Harry. Man,
Inside spin.
great
Man, what a
job
match.
by
This is
Harry.
awesome. So much nice transitions in this match. How long we got, Freddie?
We have 4 minutes left, almost 4 minutes left,
So at
almost on
this
the points
point,
period.
there's been no points in play. I don't even know how many points would have been scored.
Harrison
They're
has
both getting
got
from
2
bottom to
pass
top
attempts.
position. I think Hayden really wants to sit for that saddle entry to that knee bar.
Oh,
Nice
Sumigashi.
Beautiful
Oh,
Sumigashi
but
by
it's
Hayden.
such a big Sumigashi on the bottom.
Points.
Oh, points are on. This is risky for Hayden considering Harrison is so good at passing on top. But as we've seen, Hayden's actually pretty good at getting on top himself from these positions.
Yeah, nice passing by Harrison.
Hayden actually has a really active guard, so...
Oh, looking for the nice hip switch.
Bro, this guy is so good at that.
Beautiful hip
Oh, but
switch.
he's going to get up onto his... Oh, yeah, no score.
Beautiful
Is Harrison
by
going to just take it back?
Harrison. Staying on the leg drag now. Sitting back on the saddle entry. Oh, man. Both these guys are proper at high level. They're so technical, both guys. Smash pass now by Harry. Stepping to mount.
Wow.
Nice smash pass by Harry.
Good pressure. We usually see this with Harrison towards the end of a match. This is when he starts really putting on the pressure.
Nice. Yeah, he's a cardio
3
machine.
points for the mount
He
for
doesn't get
Harrison.
tired. Harrison has showed such a wide variety of good passing. Smash passing, knee cuts, north-souths, hip switches.
And Hayden is showing the body language of someone who's cooked. Harrison not showing much weakness.
Yeah.
But Hayden's had some really deep leg entries. Harrison's leg defense, man, it's really impressive. He does such a good job of getting in these deep leg entanglements and not getting subbed.
What unit? I've got a feeling Harrison's going to take this one on points. Because it looks like Hayden's not doing a great job of defending the pin, but at the same time, he's just damn tree trunks on his arms.
Yeah, well, if you're Hayden, you're probably a little bit upset because you got to your best leg locking positions and you weren't able to get the finish. When you when you get to those spots and you're not able to finish your opponent, it's a little bit of a tough thing to come back from.
He escapes them out.
Back to the pass pressure, man.
I rate this guy the way he just goes back to the passing straight away. Like, he doesn't waste time.
Hip switch. Look, he's going to do the hip switch again. Oh, but this time he gets the entry.
Oh, the knee bar.
This is deep here.
This is a nice deep entry.
But Harry, man, he's tough to sub on the legs.
Can he? What?
Oh my God, Harry's sitting through.
What is happening here, bro? This guy's a dog.
Stack passing, single under stack passing now. Man, Harrison is so good, man.
Dude, this is so good.
Harrison looking to probably hip switch again in this position. He's done it multiple times. There he does. He does it again.
Massive props to Hayden. He rarely lets his hips get pinned.
He's so good at that.
So he's really good at keeping his hips up and being able to recover from those north-south, like the
nice step
positions.
through pass. And such good passing pressure. Hayden's looking like he's getting tired of this passing. Good underhook by Harry. He's probably going to finish the knee cut here.
It looks like it.
Oh, the knee cut.
Hayden doing a good job turtling, but he doesn't look like he's full of energy.
Oh, switching it up.
He's
No way!
Oh
my God! Harry hitting the submission that he just
No
made.
way!
This is going to be unreal. Oh my God!
That's
Everett
crazy.
hits the sub that Euros hit on him at the Giles Trials. Unbelievable by Harry.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Wow, you don't teach guys something better than doing it to him.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Harrison taking a page out of Eurosh's book and getting the sub.
That's awesome.
That right there is why Harrison is so good, because he evolves every single match he has. He
Ladies
gets
and
better.
gentlemen, your winner by submission, Harrison Everett.
And I think Hayden moves to the back of the line against Tito Carl.
Yeah, I'm so impressed by Harry, man.
That
That
is
was
sheer
unbelievable.
revenge.
Wow.
That was actually an awesome match. I really enjoyed it.
Really good match. Harry
Especially
had 100
for
kilos.
a heavyweight pair of athletes.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a fight.
Super
200
technical by
kilo
Harry.
guys going at it like they're lightweights. That was pretty amazing. Let's give both of these guys a hand. That was a great fight.
That was unreal.
And that was, some just brilliant jiu-jitsu. Like, there was a couple times where you backstep to north-south, you backstep to side control, and you just couldn't hold him down. He seemed like impossible to hold that guy down. And then there was obviously an exchange of leg locks and attempted back takes. And at the end, you did that sort of Rotolo team with the weird arm thing that, you know.
Everett team, I'm claiming it's mine.
Everett team. Wow. Brand new, I think, in jiu-jitsu.
So backstory on that, I competed in the CJI trials last weekend, 2 weekend, and I got choked out by that submission, a gimmick submission no one had ever seen before. Eurosh has actually got a BJJ Fanatics instructional coming off it, so I made it my mission. I was going to get it in this comp, and I did. I'm very happy about that. He was a tank. That's probably the most jiu-jitsu I've done in a match. Great exchanges. That was really, really fun.
That was incredible, and I think it's safe to say that this is a better production than the CJI trials. Wouldn't you agree? You've been on both.
I mean, I won, so that's what it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's get to the question I think everybody wants to know the answer to is, you had previously the best name in jiu-jitsu, the Bag of Milk. You changed it to On a Bulk. What in God's name got you to switch your name? You had a great name!
It was great. Then I cut for Worlds, and I was quite lean, and people said that I couldn't use that anymore. So I thought I might have outgrown it. Then I had a lot of milkshakes, and now I'm back at 100, so maybe we can bring it back.
Yeah, Bag of Milk, baby. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Harrison Everett.
Great performance by Harrison, man.
Dude, that was a great performance. He really redeemed himself from the last one, like the CGI trials.
Harry, every single match he just gets better and better. Every single match he gets better and better. He evolves every match. You just saw him hit the sub that Eurosh hit on him. I want to see him and Tito. For me, that's the next.
That's a freaky match.
Yeah, Harrison's passing looked so good in that match. For me,
it was really out of this world.
So
that
far.
passing was out of this world. I mean, that could even be the submission of the night. To be honest.
For me, that's sub of the night so far, 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening. Introducing first, a brown belt. She's a butt-scooping grappleette. She stands at 5 foot 2 inches tall, weighing in at 61 kilos, fighting out of Academy 411 by way of Portland, Oregon, and the country formerly known as the United States. She's a subversion winner, Serena Allen de Guzman.
Serena out here.
Yes.
Some high-level women.
And her opponent, a purple belt wrestler that's too lazy to wrestle. She stands at 5 foot 3 inches tall, weighing in at 61 kilos, fighting out of the Mat Lab Grappling Academy by way of Adelaide. She was the 2024 IBJJF Blue Belt World Champion, Jackie Evie Hughes.
Now, Serena just can't get enough of world champions. Last time she was in here with the arguable women's GOAT, Adele Fonorino.
Yep.
And now another world champion, Jackie Hughes.
Yeah, Serena's been competing a lot around the scene. She's been on the M16 Open. She's been on Grapple Mania a few times. She's been on Subversion. She's on all the big cards. She's got a lot of competition experience and beautiful knee cut already. Yeah, so this is a rematch, guys. This match has been on M16 prior, and Serena did take the win in the last match. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, shout out M16s. Shout out those guys. They put on a great show.
That's definitely one of my favorite shows in Australia. Of course, Grapple Mania is the greatest one, but we've got to do a collaboration, guys. We've got to do M16 champion versus Grapple Mania champion.
Yes.
Winner is the champion of the whole earth.
Yes.
Hell yeah, guys. Now, Serena, back to the action. She's cooling on the front headlock, using it to pass the guard. Using, I don't like the idea of Jackie using her legs to hit it with a watermelon squeezer.
Serena's got Jackie's head in a headlock. Jackie was holding Serena's head between her legs in some sort of a
It's called the watermelon squeezer.
arm-free triangle.
Now, no points yet, so not a lot going on.
Possibly the most frustrating position to be in for the bottom person. Someone grabbing your head from passing
Yeah, I
position.
actually really rate this grip because it stops the ability of the bottom player taking their head away.
Nice. Doing a good job here, north-south passing.
I
but
hate it. No, I'm saying it's very effective, but it's very frustrating to be in when you're on the bottom.
Oh, Serena tried to go for a go behind there, but
Single leg attempt from Jackie.
what a match. This is awesome.
Serena needs to start sprawling that leg back out to try and clear Jackie's grip. It looks like she has done so. It snaps Jackie back down to the ground.
Let's see if Serena can hit a go behind. Oh, armbar. I think she was thinking about an armbar there.
Oh, front headlock.
Nice inversion.
I feel like Serena seems very heavy on the front headlock today.
If that was Harrison Everett, he would have hit a hip switch right there.
He would have, but it's fine.
cleared
She's
the
still in
guard
a good
like
spot with
butter.
passing, and the point period hasn't actually started yet. So passing here, unless you're looking for a submission, is not exactly all you need. And as we say,
Nice
she does
pass by
pass.
Serena. Nice, trying to backstep that leg.
A good recovery by Jackie. Serena kind of almost had the pin there, but she didn't really have both hips trapped.
Now side-to-side movement, a bit of side-to-side. I think Jackie's having a hard time using the hand fighting here.
Yeah, I feel like Jackie wants to enter the legs, but she really needs to make some grips.
And here we are. Entering the leg on the outside is Jackie. I wonder if Serena can use this to her advantage.
Does Serena have her arm trapped as well? Or?
No.
I can't actually.
50-50 now, they're in 50-50 in the bottom position.
This is a crazy looking one.
He's an awkward 50-50.
Nice. Serena trying to clear a knee line. She does.
And Serena's doing a good job of fighting Jackie's outside leg.
We've seen this theme a lot. The bottom player struggling to get connection to the upper body of the top player. Serena's just doing a good job of sort of staying away, pushing her away.
I think that's the opening for the bottom person starting to wrestle up, stand.
We do need. Oh yeah, I think the push-pull reactions haven't been so big tonight. Not so popular. We've got forward movement going on here. What time are we on, Freddie?
We're about to hit points. It's almost 4 minutes left.
Nice backside entry here.
Yes.
Nice. This is a really good backside
Good
entry.
entry there from Jackie.
But the legs are.
She's doing a good job fighting hamstring exposure. Oh, but she's back on the legs. The thing with girls, their feet are so small. It's hard to inside heel hook. You see it a lot.
It is true. Seb said it earlier. They're doing a good. Serena's doing a good job of getting hamstring exposure and just sort of kicking away. It can be really annoying when someone just catches your hamstring with your other leg, kicks away, and you don't have a leg entanglement anymore.
That's for sure.
Good job, Jackie. Points are on here. Maintain your seat. Maintain seated position. Inside position.
Double pull.
Inside position exercise. Meaningful grips.
Yikes.
Couple double seated position here, guys.
Yes.
Not a lot to say about.
Serena's really looking to get 2 feet on the inside, but she doesn't really know what to do if just Jackie doesn't let her do that.
No.
It's a point at which somebody should come up to start passing,
Yeah, I would like to see some action here, to be
and
honest.
neither of them want to for whatever given reason.
Now, have the points come on. If the points come on, this is double neutral, to be honest, so whoever comes up doesn't score.
Points
and
are
just to
on.
say
It's
that, she
under
comes
3
on.
minutes to
Nice job
go.
by Serena, looking for some over back passing here. This is better from her.
If she passes this, she will score, by the way, guys.
Nice pass to the mount.
Oh, no, this is a
Three-quarter
good
mount.
spot,
Three-quarter
man.
mount. So Serena needs to cross-face hard here, and she can just clear that.
Whoa, nice.
Now the leg is out.
Weird.
Looks like Serena's gonna.
Jackie's
oh,
escape
nice
through the back.
inversion by Jackie. Oh, sits back on a leg entanglement. No, no. She didn't really have the knee line there.
Now, does Jackie want to wrestle? That's the question. Nope, she does not.
Jackie doing a good job of keeping her guard. She hasn't been passed clean once yet in this match, but she needs to get a little bit more offensive. She's looking for K guard.
I think sometimes when people are really intent on taking leg attacks, they kind of focus only on the legs and ignore that the upper body options are there, which would kind of open their leg attacks for them as well if they would try and actually go for arms or strangles.
I hear you, Janice. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Hi, you lad.
You bet. Now, chest. Honestly, if this goes to decision, I think that Serena would definitely get it just by the pressure forward, but maybe she can score here and take it away from the judges. We have had no judges' decisions tonight, which is awesome.
I feel like Jackie's had quite a lot of decent attacks, though. Serena's just kind of been able to free her legs every time.
She's in this over back position again. She did pass the mount last time she was in this position.
I feel like, yeah, a cross face would probably be a good idea here.
What a situation here.
So if Serena starts walking that left foot really nice and high, she can sort of start to split open Jackie's guard.
There's 1 minute left in the match. No points have been scored so far. But I would say Serena is winning in terms of just the exchanges in the match.
Yes, I would say that too. How long we have left of this one, Freddie?
About 40 seconds.
40 seconds. Hopefully she can score here. I mean, I know she knows she'll look at the decision, but if she can get that right butterfly hook inside the quad.
Serena trying to clear her left leg out, but she needs to use the instep with the other leg to actually do that.
The question is, can she do it?
20 seconds, Jackie. One more initiator. One more initiator attack, Jackie.
What a crazy high altitude match we've just seen here, guys.
I agree, Sebastian.
Just two people going crazy.
Oh, no, she hasn't.
Oh, Jackie's on her heel hook now.
No way. The action just started in the match. It's all good. I think that match goes straight to Serena.
Yeah, I think Serena takes that one. She had more passing attempts. She was in chest-to-chest situations a bunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by referee's decision, Serena Allen de Guzman.
Serena Allen de Guzman gets it done.
Oh, Habib is next.
2-0, I guess, against this opponent.
Congratulations, Serena. First of all, congratulations on escaping from the United States. I know you're a refugee in this country, and I just want to say welcome.
Thank you for acknowledging my struggles.
That was a tough fight. That was the second world champion in a row that you've had to fight. We only give you world champions. You did pretty well tonight. How'd you feel out there?
Yeah, it was a really fun match. Jackie's a anyways, Jackie's awesome. I fought Jackie in February. She gave me a really good run for my money. I really wanted to work some new stuff today, and she allowed me to try that, and then she kicked me in my butt. But it was just a really fun match. I think the fact that it came down to decision, no points, says a lot about where we're both at, and it's really cool to share the mats with people who are that badass.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Serena. Fantastic victory.
Guys, what a match. Full of action, full of absolute craziness.
Yeah.
But guys, if you like craziness, the next match is about to go off.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about it?
We have Habib Murad out of Grappling Education, and he's going to be fighting Caleb Branson. Guys, both guys are super high level. Habib is a super technical guy. For his size, I do take the piss out of him at the gym sometimes, but for his size, he's incredibly technical. Good passing, good bottom game, and super good wrestling. I'm excited to see, because Caleb looks like a monster as well.
He's actually
Ladies
athletic
and
for a big
gentlemen,
guy.
your next match of the evening. Introducing first a purple belt. Aggressive and relentless style fighter, stands at 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 110 kilos. Fighting out of the MatLab Grappling Academy by way of Adelaide, the Battleground champion, Caleb the Kraken Branson.
Bro, 6'6", what the heck?
Exactly.
This guy,
Habib is like
he looks like a
not-
movie character.
Dude, he's actually like, he literally looks like a movie character.
Yeah.
He's tall.
He has the most
his
mog
face.
face you've ever seen as well. Like,
And
I want
his
to
opponent,
The jawline.
a black belt. Top pressure fighter. He stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 120 kilos of pure muscle.
I mean, Habib is
Fighting out of
is,
Grappling Education,
6'6" wide.
Khabib Murad.
Oh my gosh. And Habib, honestly, he looks like a movie star as well, but of a different kind. Maybe more like the antagonist.
Yes.
Habib has the straightest teeth of any guy in the gym. The
Yeah.
straightest and widest.
Oh my gosh.
And
Look
the
how-
freshest face.
You know what? 6'6", but Habib looks every bit of size as Caleb.
I think Caleb does judo.
Habib's yeah, he does, but
And look at the reach in him too. And he's dark skinned and he's shaved.
Habib does have the advantage of the pit.
Yeah, Habib has a fade as well, which is
Caleb being very heavy on the collar tie here. I'd like to see
Well, that was
Habib
a
take
nice
that off
heavy
immediately.
snap down from Caleb. He's actually doing a really good job of bringing Habib's head down. This is pretty
Yeah.
strong, dude.
Habib needs to either elbow pass this collar tie off, or he can start looking for his own collar tie.
yeah, this is some ultra heavy stuff, guys. Here, these guys are big.
He cannot let Caleb keep hanging on his head like this. He needs to get
needs to
that
drive
collar
his
tie
head
off
into
immediately.
Caleb's.
I like to see him elbow past this collar tie, or take a Russian tie off of the collar tie.
I don't think this is an easy thing to do, Freddie.
I'm sure it's not, but these
Oh, he
big
goes for a
lads better be
shot.
trying
Big
it.
sprawl.
Nice. He's pushing him against the wall.
He's a unit.
Takedown
I'll
by
tell you right now,
Habib.
Habib's pit wrestling is
Yeah.
crazy.
Habib just said, "Fuck this! I'm taking you down."
And I'll tell
he
you right
did.
now, Habib's body lock passing is some of the best.
Yeah, Habib actually has really good passing, and I don't just mean big heavyweight passing. He actually has technical passing.
He's already cleared that bottom hook, so all he has to do now is to block the hip and step over.
This is a tall guy.
Dimitri's loving it in the corner, calling for him to get over that knee, and I think he will.
I think Caleb's legs are so long that it's actually not easy to bring Habib's knee over Caleb's knee.
It's going to be quite difficult. The thing is, though, like, you know how hard Habib is to knee lever and move around these spots?
Yeah, he is hard to knee level.
Like, this is
good
this is
job
Habib's
getting
stuff.
over the knee, chest half guard now. What I will say, Habib does have a tendency for going for knee bars from this position. I've actually seen multiple times him throw a knee bar on that far leg. I wouldn't be surprised if he does it, although I wouldn't be surprised if he just passed him out here as well with crossface underhook.
That
It's
being
a good
said,
spot to take an underhook right now.
he's got a big, strong guy on bottom here. I mean, maybe he can get his knees back in, but honestly, it is looking rough. Oh, lockdown, bro.
Lockdown, this is some bullshit.
The last
Now we're
resort
going to snooze.
of the desperate. Or the old man.
To clear this lockdown, Habib needs to go heels to butt and then flick his leg off to the side to remove this lockdown.
Honestly, it just goes to show, though, Caleb's in a pretty desperate position. So I feel like he's doing
Yeah,
this
he's stressing.
because, yeah, he's getting frustrated and he's about to get past.
Yeah,
Or knee bar, apparently.
Nice pushing on the knee here by Habib. Although this lockdown, it's going to be really hard to clear your knee line with this lockdown in place. He needs to clear the lockdown first, which now he has. Now it's cleared. Now he can go back to it. Yeah, now this is a little bit better for Habib.
So I think Habib should take an underhook here and a left.
Nice.
Just cross-face Caleb.
Nice. This is a lot better. This is a lot better.
Yeah, Habib's doing a good job here. I mean, yeah, Caleb's just
I feel
suffering
like
on the
Caleb's suffering, yeah.
Habib's cross-face pressure is pretty strong. I'll be with you.
Yeah, nice.
Respect to Caleb. He went, I'm going to try walking up the wall and going for some sort of flying submission. He threw himself into bottom
He did that?
body lock. He
I
did.
thought he just ran up the wall
He
backwards.
ran up the wall.
Yeah, but I think Habib pushed
and he
him that
got
way.
thrown by I kind of thought he wanted to try that.
Yeah. So Kel calling for 30 seconds to points, not to pass. This is a really smart strategy. To wait a little bit until you go for the pass. There's no rush.
Habib is so hard for knee level, I'll be with you. So him having his knee on the ground is probably fine. What was the weight of Caleb?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
It was 120.
I think it was around the 120 mark as well. Caleb...
He was 108
Oh,
kilos.
108.
So although he's 6'6", Habib is
12 kilos heavier.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Quick maths. Nice.
Points.
Now Habib have his hands
Now
connected.
Caleb's stressing. Habib doesn't really like to pass with the underhook. He'd prefer to use the...
Nice.
Oh, straight to mount.
Straight to mount.
Sheesh.
It's going to be hard to get this guy off mount. Oh, he goes for a Keza.
Oh, he's milking him. He's milking him. He's milking him. No. He's going to finish him.
Oh, Caleb trying to bring the leg over. Oh,
Habib needs to bend forward. He needs to bend forward here.
Habib's face is going purple.
Oh my God.
And he's back to the milk. He's back on the milk.
Caleb trying to clear the Keza
This
with
is
the leg. That was a
crazy.
smart strategy, but Habib is still in the Keza here.
He's
Habib looks
kind of
upset
done a
after
good
that.
job of getting on his side and getting his hips out.
Yeah, Habib's like, how dare you mess up my hair. Now he's upset. He's going for the Keza.
Wow, this is
I don't think a
this is an
cyclone can mess
antagonist
up that
submission
hair.
too. Can our hero Caleb escape?
He went for it fast. He definitely wanted it.
I mean, maybe Caleb can start walking his hips out and, you know, throwing his leg over like he did before. Maybe what he can do is try and put his knee up to block Habib's back.
You got to watch the back take though.
Oh.
Nice. Good job
He
by
escapes.
Good job by Caleb to escape, and good job by Habib bailing. He could have got his back taken there if he tried to stick on the Keza for
That
too
was
long.
risky. I think that when I threw the leg over, you're better off leaning forward. Tito did that against Declan Moody, and it worked a couple of years ago.
Habib does have points though. Smart job by Kel calling it out earlier to wait to the points period to pass.
No, Habib's in the body lock, which is his best passing
I
position.
think Caleb needs to pummel that left butterfly hook back in.
Oh,
Nice
chest,
job
chest.
by Habib again.
So we're
He
going
gets
back to
chest,
half
chest.
guard.
Dude, Habib's a beast.
Habib's doing a great job. Caleb does not look like a slash. He looks like a big, strong
No.
lad.
And look at the reach in him.
I think that butterfly
You go for
hook is
Dagestani,
necessary.
yeah,
Because a
and he
half
does.
guard, he's not really doing anything there from the half guard.
What a match. How long we got left of this one, Freddie?
We have a total of
2
2
minutes.
minutes. 2 minutes left in this match.
Wow, 2 minutes.
Habib's passing pressure is not to be fucked with. He is putting a lot of pressure right
No,
now.
his passing pressure is crazy. It's so crazy that Freddie is swearing on live TV.
Yes.
It's very naughty. Now, what is going on here? The lockdown is back. Very boring. I think, yeah, this is rough, man. I think Caleb really needs to get those butterfly hooks in and start moving him around. I mean,
Yeah.
He's
He's trying to
trying
switch
for
it
a
up, going
Kimura
for a
from half
Kimura.
guard.
This is a bit low percentage in my opinion.
oh, that's going to be rough against Habib. I mean, he's probably the biggest guy in his gym. He probably hits that every day, but not against
I
Habib.
feel
no
like
way.
Kimura from bottom half guard is OG big guy move.
Yeah. Oh, nice job by Caleb pulling out his
Stand up,
bottom leg.
Habib. I do not want to see any more of this kneeling business. Guys, every time someone kneels in the close guard, it's very, very boring.
Yes, yes.
It seems to happen a lot though. I'm pretty surprised. Most people try and open the closed guard from
I
kneeling.
think people use it as a time to just sort of collect themselves, and competition teams can get a little bit hectic.
It's not time to collect yourself.
I
It's time to
actually
go.
feel like that's what people get taught as white belts for some reason.
Because people suck at teaching, but the truth is, to be in the closed guard, you have to stand up.
Yes, I agree. Or if you're Tito Carl, you can just sub-polo.
No, we saw it doesn't work at CGI trials.
Did you not pass the sub-polo?
No, he was trying it, but the guy was too tall, just like this time.
Okay.
This guy's so tall as well.
Habib's
Habib's
going
got
for
the
a body
lock.
lock from close guard.
I mean, damn, it's sort of hard for anyone to do anything here. 45 seconds, and I would bet my bottom dollar that Habib is tired.
Habib, you know, for a big fella, he actually has pretty good cardio.
Oh, beautiful! What the hell?
Beautiful
I'd be
job
pissed.
stepping over the... See, that's what I'm talking about. Habib, technical, man. When do you see a
Now,
big guy
are
try
we
to
going to
pull
see
that
Habib's
off?
patented knee bar here?
Caleb trying to do the Kimura again.
I feel like you say a big guy is technical whenever their leg goes in the air.
Yeah, yeah. They're just not on their knees.
Exactly.
I'm like, wow.
Oh my God, athletic and technical.
Yeah.
Caleb's going for that Kimura again from bottom half guard.
15 seconds. Can he get this Kimura? That would be ridiculous. No way.
Knee bar.
Yeah, now would be the right time for the knee bar.
Yeah,
10
now,
seconds
now
left.
I can see. He's going to sit
Oh
back.
yeah, he's going to go over it.
What a match. Good work from Habib. I mean, Caleb honestly had nothing for him. He had nothing for him. The only time that Caleb was able to
Great
defend
job by
something
Habib.
is when Habib went a bit risky and hit it with the Kezagatami.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by points, Habib Murad.
Sorry, Habib, I think he's undefeated. Oh, no, he's not undefeated on Grapple Mania, but he has won a few in a row now.
Habib. I actually think he's one of the best heavyweights in Australia, to be honest.
Habib.
As a full-time plumber.
What a match. Two massive guys, two titans, two guys that I'm sure everybody in your respective gyms avoid your glances so that you don't have to roll with them. I know I'd certainly do with you, Habib. And you almost went over the wall right at the beginning. That was cool. And eventually, you got the points, you got the mount, and immediately went to Mother's Milk. Because you had the milkman right there telling you what to do, but you couldn't finish it because he brought his leg over your head. That looked incredibly painful, but you were holding on anyway. What were you thinking at that point?
Man, it's tough, man. Big boy. I couldn't get anything new. He put his hand on the...
The mouth got up. He was saying he was a big boy and he was having some difficulties.
I've been sick all week. I was about to pull out. I wasn't feeling right at all. Yesterday was the first day. I felt good the whole entire week. But I mean, came from close.
We don't want we don't want excuses. We want results, Habib.
I apologize. Next time I gotta stop.
Anybody you wanna call out for
This
next
guy's like
time?
a rock on the mic.
Any heavyweight, black belt, okay, hoodies. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I think somebody there is. He looks like he wants some. I'm not sure who that is.
Everyone but him.
Okay. Habib Murad, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice work from Habib. What a match.
Nice
Two
job
matches
by
left. I
Habib.
think next is Zaki
Tough
Angelevsky.
bastard. Yes. Zaki, super good competitor, man.
But who's he fighting?
He is fighting, I should know his name.
Tyler Pomeroy.
Tyler Pomeroy. Tyler, tough competitor. I have seen him on the scene. He's a jacked lad. I'll be really interested to see how he deals with the guard of Zaki. I think Zaki has a very strong guard.
Zaki, when it comes to Lucas Canard's style, I think he's one of the guys who can truly say he can actually play it.
That. Exactly, yeah. He has a super hard guard to pass, really good self-frames. I think in order to actually pass Zaki, you actually have to have good passing, and that's something that not a lot of people actually have. So people struggle to pass
You're
him.
not wrong.
But we'll see if Tyler does. He's looking like he's strong jack guy. We'll see if he can get out here and pass Zaki.
We've been looking for an upset. Zaki's just been tearing it up, and let's see if this is the guy to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next fight of the evening. Introducing first a brown belt. He's a leg fancier, standing at 6 feet, weighing in at 79 kilos, fighting out of Armor BJJ by way of Adelaide. Tyler, the Toe Tickler Pomeroy.
Toe tickler.
And his opponent, a brown belt, guard puller. Standing at 6 feet tall, weighing in at 83 kilos, fighting out of SWA by way of Auburn. He's the IBJJF No-Gi World Champion, Zack Angelevsky.
Here we have the blue belt world champ. He's now a brown belt. He's got Kane's music coming at you. Slow chemical.
It's got the playlist of the 40-year-old white divorced dad.
Now, oh, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah. See?
Oh, jeez.
And
and it looks like it's
Oh,
going to be
that's
done.
rough.
Oh, straight into
Oh,
that.
bro, what is happening? Dude,
I
can we
think
get this
that
guy a
was
real
the
opponent?
fastest submission of the
Can
night.
we get Zack Angelevsky a real opponent? I've seen this too many times. This guy is just too good for all these guys, and we need to see someone actually
11
good.
seconds.
Guys, check Zack Angelevsky's smooth comp, okay? He's hit this entry and this submission probably 1,000 times at this fucking point.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by heel hook, Zack Angelevsky.
I mean, look, you know, if it was an opponent that I think was the level of Zachy, I would give it sub of the night, but I've seen this far too many times from Zachy. He's suffering from
Zack
success.
Angelevsky, fantastic
Oh, man,
job.
he
I
broke
guess
the
you
guy.
don't become world champion by doing heel hooks slowly.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not sure if that's a record for the fastest submission in Grapple Mania history. We've had some fast ones. That was pretty incredible. What did you do?
So I went half butterfly, inverted for the saddle, and switched inside out.
That's all you gotta do. See, it's so simple. You put on head to toe in pink, and you just heel hook somebody who's really good in 5 seconds. That's awesome. Thank you. That's just what Zack does, man. You have anybody call out?
No one call out, no.
Okay, what about that giant guy over there? Yeah? The guy Habib won. No? Okay. Congratulations, Zack Angelevsky. Keep killing it.
Oh my goodness.
Let's be honest.
He's just too good for these guys.
That was a one-sided
I want someone.
beatdown.
I want to see Zack get a challenge. I want him
wanna
to fight
see-
someone
look,
tough.
Bilal's calling for Zack and Jude, and I agree. Let's see Zack versus Jude.
I have thought
wanna
about
see
that
the
for a
match.
long time.
I know. I love Jude. I love Zack. They're both top guys. But god damn it, they are two guys on Grapple Mania that have not faced one opponent their level. Let's fucking put them together. Let's get that match happening. I'm making the promo now. Zack Angelevsky versus Jude Keane at the next Grapple Mania. For God's sakes, if I see another fucking submission victory for both of these guys, I'm gonna die.
That's the match I want to see as well.
I do believe that had been talked about, but the match was declined. So this was like at least a year ago.
I don't care. I'm forcing it to happen. I'm going to pull both men on this fucking stage and get it to happen. Zack Angelevsky versus Jude Keane. Get the match happening. I cannot see another submission win for either fucking guy.
Freddie's had enough. All right, let's put it that way.
Freddie wants one of you to lose.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment that grappling fans around the world have been waiting for. It's the main event of the evening.
Mashallah.
Introducing first, a black belt, former wrestler. Stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 88 kilos. Fighting out of the MatLab Grappling Academy by way of Adelaide. He's a pan-packed black belt champion, the protector of Gotham, Nick Batman Hughes.
Now this guy loves Batman.
Yeah, I'm not sure actually. Haven't delved quite into why this guy calls himself the Batman.
Because he loves it. He has Batman toys.
It's kind of like the
Is that fair
jiu-jitsu guys that dress up as Spider-Man.
He's the opposite.
And his opponent, a black belt guard puller standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 118 kilograms of lean muscle.
He wishes.
Fighting out of Dark Carnival by way of Canberra, he's a multiple-time ACT state champion, Daniel Lowe.
Big Daniel Lowe, in reality, is about 85 kilos, and he's wearing his full VB kit. This is his favorite outfit.
Yes.
When he pulls out the VB, he demands a victory.
Both black belts.
ACT state champion. That is a force to be reckoned with.
Nick is jacked.
He's in it.
Like he's,
He loves Batman. What do you
He's
expect?
wearing that humble rash guard well. I hope he's sponsored by them.
Haven't you seen all the Batman training
High
montages?
tripod passing by Nick. Interesting. There's not many people I know that do this passing well. We'll see if he can get it done.
It's not really high tripod. It's more like chest to chest against a half butterfly.
Take that, Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie's dumb.
Some might
and stupid.
call it chest to chest. Some might call it high tripod.
And some might call it, I don't know. Anyways, so
John Danaher probably has a Japanese name for it, I'm sure.
yeah, this is a couple Kazushis going on down here, and you know. So, oh,
Nice wrestle up
okay,
right there.
that was close, but man, I mean, Batman, he obviously been watching The Dark Knight because you saw that flip there.
Oh, sitting back on a leg lock here. Oh.
Man, this is some
See
good
a lot of
spazzing. I love this.
sitting back into leg locks and spazzing out tonight.
I love the way these guys spaz. To be honest, it's one of my favorites.
I feel like Batman could work his way into a knee cut from here. Perfect spot.
Perhaps. Now
I
I
feel
would
like he
call this
really
high
wants to
tripod Freddie.
step over that hook.
Oh, that was a nice pass.
Yeah.
Obviously, he hasn't finished the pass yet. Oh, nice. Switching head position. He was a bit
Switching-
frantic with the way he switched it, though.
Switching head position, interesting.
Ooh,
Nice
and Nick
pass
has
to Mount.
taken
And he's
top
mounted.
Mount.
Pretty good passing
That was
by
nice.
Nick.
What is he going to do with it? That's the question.
Nick's wife was actually competing on this card earlier.
Yes, Jackie Hughes.
Yes, so he's very motivated for this match.
He said
You
one of us
can't
is winning.
lose in front of your wife.
Yeah, no way.
No,
It's not gonna
you
happen.
cannot.
I feel like that's grounds for
Really
divorce.
good mount pressure.
Precisely. It's happened to Freddie. He actually lost in front of his girlfriend. She broke up with him.
Yes.
When?
Anyways, so Nick Hughes currently squashing this fella on the mount. Any thoughts, Freddie?
Nick's doing a really good job of walking the arm up above the head and mount here. The VB rash guard is not looking too good right now on bottom position.
No.
Why
Not
do
looking
you
very
sound
good.
so sad for Freddie all of a sudden?
Nick Hughes looking humble with the humble rash guard on. He's got a lot of sponsors on his back.
Bro, how can you be humble with all those sponsors?
I know.
Impossible. How can you be humble to call yourself Batman? I mean, he's literally the coolest superhero. Nonetheless, now this is getting a bit old, you know, sitting in the mount position. Does he have an underhook on the far side? He does. So, you know, a couple of guys going hard on a Saturday night, you know.
There's Seps. There's Seps.
Now, Freddie and Keller are going to match sunglasses after this match because this match is so good, you need shades. That's how bright it is. Now, Nick Hughes lost his pin and now, but it just looks like
Back to headquarters passing.
he's really good at this near side
I
underhook
rate
pass.
it. It's nice. He's got that underhook on the same side as well.
Dude, he's doing a good job with this, man.
He's
I
going
rate
to
that.
the knee cut this time.
Nice knee cut.
Yeah. So you can walk that knee to the opposite side, go towards mount again, but... So I feel like once he cuts through, Daniel, I was going to say Daniel has the opportunity to turtle, but apparently not.
It's going to be Harrison. I would say tell Harry now.
Points.
He's looking for a head arm strangle here. Katagatami. Oh, I think he's going to get it. It looks tight, and he's got that Batman squeeze, mind you. Oh, no. VB on the bottom said, you know what?
I can't tell whether that's a thumb up or a thumb down. It's pointed towards the ground.
Yeah, can you imagine that you're in an arm triangle choke and
Wait,
you put your
this is
thumb
Roman-
down?
Roman-
I'm fucked. This
It's
is
Roman
not a
thumb.
good position for me.
Now, maybe, what if he hits him with the same submission that Harrison hit him with? That would be crazy.
Can't actually see the grip from here, but he's lost it anyway.
He's just got his hands connected in like a gable grip. Nick positionally dominating this match. Points are on, so...
Can he hit this? This is
We're
our
going
main
to go back
event.
to headquarters passing.
Yes.
His passing is sick.
Yeah,
His knee side
passing
underhook is very nice.
Really strong, good pressure passing, doing a good job of feeding underhooks from Stella Healer.
I feel like Daniel doesn't have any answer, though, from the bottom.
Yeah, I don't think Daniel's hit
Yeah, he's
one
struggling here.
offensive sequence so far. Oh, but as I say
There
that,
you
he
go,
enters a leg to single leg X, looking for a heel
Oh, he's
hook.
got the heel hook.
But he does a good job
Back step
backstepping.
from
It's going
Nick.
to be a
Nah,
little
he
bit
needed the
harder,
reverse figure four there. That grip was horrible.
Yeah.
At least it was an attempt.
Agree. Yeah,
It was an
that was
attack.
the best attempt
Yeah.
by Dan so far. He did a really good job getting offensive there. Nice, looking for a...
Oh, S mount, but
Yeah.
no, the elbows weren't really separated from the body.
Yeah, they weren't elevated above the head.
Now, how long we got left for this one, Freddie?
We have a total of 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
We'd love to see his submission here.
Dan back on the outside edge of the leg. Tries the front step. Good passing by Nick.
Let's see if he can get it done here. Let's see. I mean,
Man.
we don't want to see a points victory, guys. We want to see someone get subbed.
And Nick has really good pressure passing from headquarters.
Nick does have great passing,
Nice
but I
job
feel
feeding
like
that knee side underhook. That was a really good timing on feeding that near side underhook. This is interesting. X guard versus a near side underhook. The X guard typically wins. Yeah, I was going to say. But, oh, Nick just ends back up on top.
Nick just sitting there with the guillotine with that one-handed chin strap in chest half guard. He's up on points. I think he's going to stall it out now, which we don't like to see.
Crossface might be a better option, unless he's going to try and sit for a guillotine somehow.
Nice.
Bro, his passing's pretty nasty.
Yeah, Nick's passing's looking really clean. His pressure passing, when he gets the shoulders pinned, he's looking really strong.
Big Nick back in mount. He would have scored again for this.
Yeah. So after this match, guys, we're going to have to pick sub of the night. We're going to have a couple choices in mind, and then we'll pick our winner, who's going to end up getting $300.
I don't think much sub of the night's coming out of this match, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, unless I see a flying go-go plata, I'm not going to give sub of the night to anyone.
No, I'd have to see something ridiculous. If he's a Boston Crab, all right, fine.
Yeah.
$20 seconds left of this match.
Yes.
Couple
Nice
guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
drag. Nice leg drag.
Hit
Oh,
some.
see to
I like it. I like it.
Anaconda now.
His arms are just not long enough, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm being real.
Good job by Dan, not getting subbed in this match. Actually, I might speak too early, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Oh,
shit, that doesn't look nice.
His neck's down at the right angle. That was a passing,
And that's time.
positional clinic from Nick Hughes.
Yeah,
That's our main event.
Your winner by points, Nick Batman Hughes.
Nice win by Nick.
Excellent match between two high-level black belts. That was fantastic stuff. Nick, tell me, you were about to pass with there was about 20 seconds left until points, and you were in half guard, and at that point, for reasons unknown to anyone in here except for Batman, you decided to pass and not get the points. Why was that?
Because you've got to bring pressure straight away. This is something that Harrison Everett taught me firsthand at ADCC trials when he beat my ass and used his gas tank to his advantage. If you're thinking, oh, cool, I'm going to chill and I'll come back in points later, no. If someone comes to bring pressure to you immediately, you have to work your way back from that mentally, and that's difficult. And please forgive me, because that actually reminds me of something. And if Grapple Mania and the boys would allow it, can I please have everyone from South Australia, Adelaide, and everyone who's ever trained with Luke Marco and been around his presence to please join me on the mat, if that's okay with you guys.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, maybe we'll do that afterwards. Yeah. But that's a beautiful sentiment. That's obviously a guy who everybody cared about down there in Adelaide. I think he came and trained at Grappling Education a few times as well. Do you want to say any words about him?
He embodied everything that we're trying to do here. And he broke down barriers in terms of there's no politics. When it came to Luke Marco, he trained everywhere, with everyone, and he united people in solidarity wherever he went. The other thing about him is, if he had the opportunity to do what we're doing right now, he would be doing it and surpassing it. And I would just really like to thank Grapple Mania and the team, Yaps, Keller, everyone. I need to thank the entire production staff for allowing South Australia the opportunity this time to bring 10 athletes over, 2 black belts. It's history making for us. And it's not lost on me the type of impact that it had on our community back home. That solidarity was there, and I'm just so thankful that we had this chance tonight.
It's beautiful words. Thanks a lot, Nick. Well done. That's it for Grapple Mania 19. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being a great crowd, and we'll see you next time.
So, guys,
We have
submission
to pick
of the night. What are your picks for
guys,
top 3?
here's the picks I'm thinking. I'm thinking we got Kareem first round. He hit that crazy triangle off guard retention. We got Hamza, crazy heel hook. We got the damn Guntine over here.
Harrison Everett with that beautiful Rotolo team style. Also, Konakini hits a beautiful inside heel hook.
And don't forget, Dimos, forcing the DAS and
The
seated
DAS.
Katagatami from
The
Abdullah.
mounted Katami.
How crazy, we're not even talking about the 5-second submission of Zack and Gillespie, because that's how good Zack is.
Because
We're
it
not even
happens all the
talking
time.
about
It's
it.
way
But
too
guys,
common.
We have to make our picks. For me, I'm going Harris and Everett. Just the whole storyline behind the submission, getting the submission that he got hit on him in the Giles trials.
Me and Janice are going to be secret on our decisions. And Johnny
I'm
Yaps,
going to
he's
tell
going to
you
let
my
you know.
top two. Oh, so my picks for top
make
two.
your picks.
Harrison Everett for whatever that reverse rear naked choke.
And seven.
Or Abdullah Dev for the seated gutter.
I can't say mine. It's going to be a secret, guys. I think we're going to let Johnny Yaps tell us who got through.
Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more announcement. Can I please have Andrew Govea from Govea Legal up here? Andrew kindly donated some money to go for submission of the night.
Congratulations, bro. So good, man.
And this is, one of the best things about Grapple Mania is that, for people that love the show, we always encourage them to support the athletes. Obviously we love our sponsors. Big thank you to Humble, Hariri Chickens. I got my mother's cousin, self-raised. Like, without sponsors, we can't make the show what it is. But special thank you to Andrew. He's put on $300 for the submission of the night. The commentators have deliberated and they've come up with Harrison Everett. The big man. There you are.
Everett gets submission of the night.
Hopefully,
I was going to pick you, bro.
I'll finally make it to your videos and,
I'm
shout
gonna-
out Hamza Alejandro.
You wish, bro. You
Look,
wish.
I'm going to make you an edit one day,
Hamza
brother.
wishes he'd get an
You're going to
edit.
get your own personalized edit, I promise.
Hopefully,
Good
hopefully,
submission
like,
tonight.
One day now.
Hamza, the hustler, El Hami.
That's my goal in life, just to make it to Freddy's vlogs.
Okay.
That was my goal.
Okay.
I got one. So,
Exactly. All right, guys.
back to the
Grapple
line.
Mania 19.
It's fixed.
The night
Next
is
one
finished.
will be June 28th.
June 28th. Grapple
So,
Mania, guys. It was a
remember
great
to hit
night.
up the Grapple Mania Instagram page if you want to apply. And remember to watch.
See you, Winston.
Congratulations, Harrison Everett.
Yes.
Match of the night.
He made it through.
Falling, dreaming, talking in your sleep. I know you want to cry all night. Let me show you right now before you give it up.